Hello, fellow dragons, and welcome back to Dragons of the Treasure Coast. I am your Dragon DM, Jason, and we are playing The Awakening. Alright. So, as usual, we're just going to get right back into it. Last we left off, you guys were heading out to the Wayrin Tower to see what was going on out there.
Give praise to the Lord of War.
And if I'm not mistaken, you...
By sneaking in.
Core had put on the Helmet of Madness, and we're going to go ahead and attune to it, which you're in the process of doing now.
Yes, that's where we left off.
Great.
Tuning.
With everybody else going through maybe a disguise change or something. I don't really exactly remember. But let's go over that plan again, and we'll start right there.
So we're taking this rope and we're like, how are we tying it? Because I've got very small wrists, so I don't know how this
Wait,
will
what
work.
rope?
Off the dog, this rope? Are we like tying ourselves up, or
I'm a tuner.
is he just walking in with us hands free, or
Well,
like
no.
what's going
He's
on?
gonna have to bind the three of us, but mine's gonna have to be loose if you want me to cast that illusion magic.
I mean, if we want to be able to jump out of all, I think we all need to be loose. Or does it need to be just tight enough to look good?
Do any of you know
I'm
how to
not
make
doing it.
fake knots? That like magician's knot that comes undone when you pull on it?
I am attuning to the helm.
Yeah,
Right?
you see him.
You know, I'm like this with the
Not
helm
you.
on. You know,
Okay,
so
yeah,
I'm like
not
not
you,
part
you
of
two.
your.
Would you know? Have you learned any good knots, Elf?
I've never been really good at knots. That was my friends.
Well, we're gonna have to try to figure that out.
I mean, somebody could always try, just
Let me
making a
bind you up, Ellery.
dexterity
Let me try-
check
let me just try that.
and going with that.
Well, I'll give it to the artificer because he's probably the best at that kind of stuff.
Let's see if I can bind you up.
All right, go ahead and make
As
a,
a-
Save that for later, bro.
make a dexterity check. Try to
Hold
make
tight.
like a loose enough knot to still look like it's
Dexterity, you say?
yeah.
To look real, but
To look real and
that
still,
knot where when you
it's
pull.
to where he can untie it himself, basically.
Well, I know there's also that knot that you pull on the rope and it just.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
like
gotcha.
you untying yourself.
Yeah,
Would you?
7.
Can I help?
Good start.
All right.
What? You're gonna be more still?
Um,
This feels really
I mean,
loose.
it feels really loose, and as soon as you kind of like it just kind of falls to the ground.
That wasn't even a knot.
I mean, it's got to come undone,
You
right?
put your hands in front.
Okay,
I'm
fine.
gonna try to do the same thing.
Hog
okay.
ties him.
So it was
I already made that joke.
Just a dexterity check.
Yes.
Okay.
But I said louder.
A 5.
Like you can tie a knot, but it's not
It's
even
too
like
tight.
yeah, it's
Yo,
not.
Eller,
That's a knot.
He needs his hands to make stuff.
Well,
it's counterintuitive.
okay. I don't tie him. Well, it's up to you. It-
And I tried. Let's go.
One more time. Can we assist?
no, I think we already. Oh, actually. What was your total?
So lame.
What was your total?
It's a straight dexterity check, right?
We can do
11.
11. All right, you actually succeed in doing what you set out to do. It's not perfect, but
Teach
it's
me how
not.
to do that.
I'm not winning any awards here, but that's
Yeah,
a
I mean, it'll do the trick. It'll
Alright,
make
what
you
exactly
seem
did you
bound,
do?
and
How-
then you
how
can
many-
easily
my
get
little
it
mountain shack in a
untied.
nutshell.
How many hours of
Perfect.
travel are we away?
Good stuff, then.
From the tower,
Yeah.
you figure it's maybe 6 or 7 miles, give or take. Over little trails. The trail goes
It's like 5 hours.
over the river. And the river's down
It's
a
like half
little
a day.
cliff. It's about half a day.
It's like half a day. Right, because not all of you are traveling at the same pace of melancholy. Yeah, so about half a day.
Yeah, and if you guys are walking, then about a half a day.
Oh,
About that.
wow. That's a long time. That's not
And
great.
while he's sitting there with the helmet there, you can see like flashes of lightning in the face, and it'll like change to fire, and like
Yes.
fade to black, and then turn to like a poisonous looking green fog will come out of it.
Should we try to
You know,
tie
and
him
it,
in
like,
case he goes insane?
It just does that for about an hour or so
Yeah.
before it finally
It's
settles on.
The gambling man I see.
What does it settle on?
Fire.
Before it
You know, I'm trying to mimic
Yeah, yeah.
the look of the other guy.
Okay.
You know, the
Magnus.
yeah.
All right, before it settles on that fire, you know, and he's
So I'm gonna practice, see if I can actually comfortably cast in these bindings,
okay.
because I'm gonna have to make his voice.
Yes. Just make a dexterity check.
14.
Okay. It's fairly easy. You're like, oh yeah, okay, I think I can do this.
And can I whisper
Yeah.
like, you know, or is that stealth?
That would be
'Cause
like
some of them have verbal.
I would say that's more of a deception check or a stealth check. Whenever
Either or.
either or, yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
stealth.
I'm trying to hide a knife within the folds of my, like in between my armor and my cloak.
What do you have there?
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
You're a bad liar, Zoo.
Make a
Not a goddamn thing.
make a stealth check.
Chill.
You got this.
Not bad.
It's all right. 16.
It's pretty good.
Okay. Other than that, you appear to be unarmed.
Perfect.
All right.
I can't bring my arm up.
Strap
So, yeah,
all my
you-
shit to
You know,
racket.
during that hour, we're going through the, you know, until, you know, you finally felt the fire consume out of you, so to speak. You feel the heat, you know, like almost like you're a little bit colder to the touch even, you know, because your heat is now trapped in
It's being pulled into the
Yes.
mask.
yes, yes.
I have a question. Can I short rest while I'm on melancholy? Because we're going at a pretty slow pace. Like,
I would say not
Your nose
being
is never gonna fall off your
proficient in animal handling, no,
Okay. Okay.
because you're really you're still getting
What if
used to
someone
this
else,
dragon
Okay.
horse.
Got it.
That's it. She still wants to run.
Speaking of which,
You know what I
is
mean?
anyone good with animals? Is anyone here adept at...
Yeah, with this one.
No, that's not an animal. That's a machination of some sort. What are you,
Ride and
forest
enjoy.
elf?
Has time enough gone by?
Yes, you.
Yes,
Always
yeah,
you.
Yeah.
Like I'm
That's
tuned.
time.
Yeah.
You
An
know.
hour has gone by. Give or take.
I've been trying to.
How do I look, guys?
Well, I don't want you to lose a finger or something.
You look great.
There's another one.
You look great.
Do I look like the guy? Am I the guy? Do I look like the guy?
Does he look like the guy?
And he
I know he's wearing all of his armor.
You
but doesn't,
saw
like,
him.
fill the
Yeah.
right size.
Oh,
I saw him.
Go, you're awake.
Yeah.
You're finally awake.
make a deception check. Make a deception check.
Okay.
You know, because you're trying to also mimic his voice. Yes.
Yeah, also his gate and stuff. Like
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
not
and
bad.
the way
Wait, you
that
did his
was-
voice? I thought that was gonna be
19.
illusion.
It's
19. Well, no, that was my voice.
oh, okay.
You
You're
know,
not trying to mimic his voice.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
okay,
no,
okay.
that's just like what I sound like coming through the mask of insanity.
When you guys look at him, yeah.
19, if you didn't hear me.
Yes, I did. Yeah, it looks like madness.
Does the
Mad
horse have
madness.
a sudden rush of affection? Because it looks like his old master.
Not that you are able to tell.
No, he's
You
mine
know.
now. She's mine.
The horse does it does snort. You know, almost like it also can see that there's something going on. But yeah, you guys feel like it's a viable costume
Great.
or
So now he.
Core, you're
performance
still in
or
there.
whatever you
Where
want.
are we where the horse is? Where are we?
Outside of Trigger's house because you made the pyre.
Well, we're on the
So I
trail.
came out of the house with the,
Well, I would
throw-
imagine that you guys were
I
just.
thought we've been on the trail for an hour. I thought he was a
Yeah,
team
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, okay. You guys had kept going.
Yeah,
We kept
yeah,
going.
yeah.
He was
Okay,
tuning on the
okay,
way.
okay.
Yeah.
We're just
Okay,
Get
then
everybody
the
together.
horse is walking there. You know what I mean? Well, no, to attune, you would have had to stop.
I didn't have to
You
stop.
would have had to
You
stop
know, it's
somewhere.
like catatonic
Could
for
we
an
have
hour.
gotten him on melancholy?
I would say that you guys just stopped after the bridge. you know, along the trail outside of the town.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
In which case, then I would get the short rest.
Yes, you would get the short rest because you know it takes a
1
short
hour.
rest.
Nice.
in
I have my
order for-
mage armor
for
and
him
full
to
spell
do that.
stats.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, you guys imagine that you're the trail that you're walking on is on the edge of the river, right? But the river is set up on it's a kind of sandy, rocky cliff, maybe 40, 50 feet high. You know, you guys are walking along the edge of that cliff, and then there's the hills here, right? The river is maybe a quarter mile wide. It's pretty wide here, but it narrows as it goes to Crestview, right? And you can see that it widens a little bit more significantly before it bends as it goes north. It widens a little bit more before it bends sharply to the west, right? The trail that you guys are on is straight along, you know, and that bend is
Is this all
You
from
know.
this familiar territory?
fairly familiar. The academy from here and the temple and all that would still be a bit more to the east than to the north. You know, you guys are facing the north. You go west for a little bit on that trail, and then it goes north. You know what I mean?
I was near here earlier.
You were near here earlier. You were to the east of here in the woods, basically on the other side of the hills that you are looking at now, right? And you can see the towers ahead of you a little ways, maybe.
It's tall enough to see from a distance.
You can see like the roof of it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's and it also sits on top of a hill.
Man, they need to work.
You know, so it has a significant vantage point from the top of it.
Yeah.
You know, and you guys are going up and down this hill, you know, around the river or the trail, mind you, that goes along the river. Now as it goes to the north and to the west, it does slope down towards that bend. So as the river and the trail meet closer, it goes to the west. You know, so imagine.
Yeah.
So
And I
you follow.
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
All right. So yes, you can see because it slopes down the top of the tower over there, sitting in the trees. It's still 3 or 4 miles away, which is where you guys had taken your rest for you to attune and you to read your spells, rememorize your spells. But yeah, you can see in the river actually. There's you can see it because you have such a high perception. You can see, off in the distance, there's one canoe, and it looks like it's right on the edge of the river, slowly coming this way. And you can see that there's one person in it. And it's still, again, before you even get to the tower.
And
Yeah.
of course, seeing this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. This is kind of like as you guys set back out to start going down the trail. Or as you guys are standing up there, whatnot.
Do I know if he will be able to get
Oh, no.
see us from like what what the
I mean, it's possible, but more than likely
No,
not,
why not?
because you guys are kind of higher up and then on the same side of the river that he is. So you're kind of looking down at where he is. Now, mind you, it's also later in the day, the evening time when the sun is setting. So he might have the sun advantage where it's still shining on the trail. Maybe it'll glint off your arm or something like that. I mean, your head is on fire.
yeah.
I mean, your head is on fire. Gotcha there.
So there's
Well,
that.
it's not like a mane of fire, right? This is
No,
like
it's a face mask,
you know.
but it's akin to carrying a torch.
Oh, it gives off light.
Yeah, in your 5-foot area, it lights your 5-foot
okay.
area
We
up.
can see you,
Does
we
it
can
run
see
away?
you in the dark.
Yes.
You stood out like a beacon.
We can see you in the dark. Okay. Oh, Core, I'm gonna need your spear if I want to
Again,
look like
not little people.
No, I've taken all your weapons.
All right.
You know, and you guys are manacled. You know.
Right. Well,
Rope tied.
Yeah, yeah. You guys are rope tied, right?
yeah, like bound 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, yeah.
Now you're the only one that
Gotta be
is
Miss Eliza.
slip tied.
Am I?
As far as I'm
I thought we were
aware.
all
No, no,
we
we're
were trying
all
to slip tie each other.
Okay.
We're all so we can burst out.
Okay.
Yeah, we were trying to see
Yeah,
who
we
could do
all-
the
we
slip
wanna
tie,
spring.
and then
We're
we
trying
were
to see who can do
If
it.
we have to spring, we spring.
Okay, just double checking because we had only talked
But
about you
I
doing
must be slip tied to cast my illusions.
it. Okay. All right.
and I would like to not be tied.
We're completely bound and hogged. Ah, come on!
What the shit?
And you're not actually tied? You
I
don't
don't
want to
think
be tied?
anyone
I want to be slip tied.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
all very.
You're all
sleep
slip-tied.
It looks
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we're gonna get. We're
Okay.
Well, that's right now. We're like doing that process right
No,
now.
While we
while
test
you were
that out.
while you were taking your
Yeah,
you
they were
attuning,
figuring it
they
out.
were figuring it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's
I
no
mean, but
sense to tie
No,
yourselves
we're not
up
tied
now.
No.
No,
We
no.
were
You
just
know,
trying
and
to
then
cross
walk another 4
when
miles.
we get into about a 1 mile radius, we'll
Yeah, when we get close, we'll like
And I'll-
set up
and I'll cast my
our
spell.
actual disguise.
And I'll
A
cast
guy
my
who
spell.
can see 2 miles.
Okay. So what are you guys doing now then?
Just
after you saw
traveling.
that.
really, we're just making our way there. I think.
Can I try to conceal my light crossbow?
Do anything about the guy in the canoe?
What
No.
kind of canoe?
Why?
What kind?
There's a guy in a canoe on the river coming. Oh, yeah, there's... there's a guy in a canoe. I forgot you guys couldn't see him.
Yeah, we can see.
Do we care?
I don't think so.
I don't see why we would.
You
Depends
know,
on what's.
it's
in the
not
canoe.
unusual.
It's just a guy in a canoe. It sounds like it's just. Is it just a guy in a canoe?
That's all I could tell.
Well, then
You know, I couldn't make out any details from this distance.
It seems like a weird thing to get fixated on.
You know,
At this point in time, a single lone person on a canoe instead of evacuating or.
I mean, maybe.
There's
right. And it's headed towards the town.
It's heading away from where we're trying to go.
That sounds like a badass that we should leave alone. If you
Is
have,
it a badass we should warn
Well,
the people of?
I don't know. If you have
His
the,
father.
if you have the
I
stones,
don't know what
if
leave
you have the
alone means.
stones to travel on a river alone in this crisis, then I don't want to mess with you.
The stones.
If you have the stones
He's either really strong or he's as nutty as this guy.
to travel on a canoe alone at this hour
He's
in
got
this
nuts and
crisis,
Well,
bolts.
it's only it's not late
Yeah.
at night.
what time is it?
It's
The sun is setting.
Well, I
you
don't
know,
mean at this hour of
coming
day.
from the
I-
west would illuminate me.
I mean like in this crisis.
in this day and age.
Well, yeah, you know, in this
The
situation
metaphorical
that
high
Yeah.
noon over here.
we're in, of invasion and threat of invasion and evacuation. If you're traveling alone on a fucking river, I don't want to mess with you. You can probably handle yourself, and I find comfort in believing it's not real.
We come back, it's just clothes.
He saw it first. I'm certain this one's real.
That's okay.
We come back, it's just clothes in a canoe.
You know,
It's actually an empty canoe. It's a straw man.
Isn't even a canoe,
You're
it's a
losing it
log.
now. Are you sure that helmet isn't messing with you?
He was called Smash.
Should we at least examine the canoe?
Mad Magnus, you say?
If he's laughing like that, I think he's losing.
he does laugh like that.
Oh,
Ever since he has put on,
Yeah,
there's
that's how he
been
laughs.
a chuckle either coming from the hollows of it.
is it a lot
or
like what we
he-
heard with Mad Magnus?
It's similar, very similar.
But not the
Uh-oh.
same.
Let's hop.
But yeah, not
Less
maybe
manic.
not quite as
Exactly.
hollow,
Okay.
you know, but very, very, still from the depths of the helmet.
You have Magnus's weapons, right?
Oh yeah.
yes. I didn't write them down though. That was just an extremely sharp sword or something.
No,
like
they're
that?
both sharp swords.
Short sword is a +1 to damage.
And the sharper sword is +1 to hit and +2 to damage.
Because you infuse that one.
And then the
the
long
sharper
sword.
one is the long sword.
That's
Yeah.
that's the
The
long.
long sword is
Yes,
that one.
the sharper
second one.
sword.
Yeah, so what, hit and damage plus
Plus
what?
one to
Plus
attack,
one and plus two.
and +2 to damage.
Yep.
Old school weapon specialist.
All right. Yeah, I think we're just making our way there, trying to be as careful as possible, right?
I'm gonna have my light crossbow and like my coat.
Make a stealth check.
Fantastic. 4. Natural
Well.
1 though.
You won't be concealing that.
That thing's just like
Yeah, but
right there.
this is temporary stuff. I'll give these back.
I mean, we see it, right? We all see the damn
Yo,
thing
man, what are you trying to do
sticking out.
there?
I mean, you see him put his crossbow over, or like under his cloak, and kind of like cover it with his cloak, and then when he looks up at you, like
What the hell are you doing?
maybe the breeze catches it and blows it back, and it's totally revealed, and he's looking at you guys like, "What?"
What the hell are you doing? If we get caught with that, the whole operation is gonna get blown. Put that thing away.
Yeah, I take it. Put
Well,
it
he
with
has to.
the
Yeah,
weapons.
he has to confiscate it. Yeah.
Uh huh.
You have like a dagger or something?
Yeah, like this.
No. Nothing.
I'm sure you have a dagger or something. Maybe even in your, you have an explorer's pack or
No, I won't
something
give him the family knife.
from.
Actually, none of my equipment gave me a
You need a dagger.
I literally have nothing. It's longsword, long bow, crossbow.
Okay.
Hey,
Matt.
Master, come here. Let me pull one of my extra daggers off of Racket.
Thank you, Zook.
Let me help you hide.
Yeah.
Roll for the dagger.
Don't
Who's hiding
have
it?
He's hiding it and I'm helping him.
Okay, so you roll the.
I'm
stealth-
giving him guidance.
This motherfucker rolled a 1. We're giving him everything.
I swear it's not that bad every time.
All right, go for it. Roll.
That's a throw a D4 in there.
Yeah.
This is for stealth.
Stealth.
Okay.
So you're gonna add your dexterity unless you have your proficiency as well.
Such a cool.
Okay. So guidance is for. Is it gonna go for both rolls?
No, just 1d4 and then 2d.
Is the guidance.
Yeah,
Let me just
2d20
do
for
the guidance first. It's 1.
Okay.
And
Wow.
this is.
Just take the higher number.
It doesn't matter. It's 2d6 psychic damage. It's like,
18.
like a warhammer. Like
22.
Roll it.
Okay.
22.
Yeah, plus 3 to dex.
You see, just where'd it go? Like,
You help me. You actually know where it is.
It starts with a few deep breaths.
I thought that was the cause.
I mean, he is short, so how did he help you hide it?
Breathe in.
He actually stabbed me with it. Ah!
Ugh.
Wait, I do have a
I hit it
hole on
in
my
your
kidney.
ribs.
I do have a hole near my kidney.
Oh,
Put it
natural
there.
pocket.
That's where the first dagger went in.
I have an old wound. You can shove that in.
That's
right-
literally where the guy
right
stuffed
here.
another dagger in there.
Between the 4th and 5th
I
intercostal
got
rib.
stabbed all the way through. I got,
Well, let's put the crossbow in there.
Damn. Compared to you guys, I'm in good shape. I got punched in the jaw. That's my only injury.
How many fingers am I holding up?
3, 5.
3,
7.
3.
I'm not even holding my hand anymore. 15.
All right, now as you guys are you know, kind of you're being kind of jovial. You know, you're keeping it light. I mean, you're
Only about to
This
die.
is almost like your first adventure. You've gone through this before. You know that the seriousness with which is about to happen or could potentially happen. But you guys are going, and when you kind of look up, you realize that the canoe is now floating by. And you see just a fisherman kind of like looking at you guys as he's rowing by.
I'm gonna take a good look at him.
Yeah, let's.
See if my little illusion sensors pick anything up. If I think anything's fishy. I just want to take a good look at him.
Make an insight check.
Are you real?
Or perception
Either
or investigation,
Okay.
depending
Look
on
at him.
how you're looking at him.
Either or.
A good
Yeah.
what is your definition of a good
So
look at him? What are you looking for?
I'm making sure that there are no warbles in his outfit. So if there's anything that
Okay.
looks unnatural,
Okay. Make an insight check then.
insight, not investigation.
Well, you're trying to beat illusions and stuff like that. Is what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's usually intelligence.
All right, do your investigation. No, you make a point. You do make a point.
You made a
The
valid
saves for
argument.
that are
Okay.
are
A
intelligence.
19.
Okay.
Hey.
He looks like a fisherman.
Yeah.
His clothes don't match those Crestview people wear. Looks like he's probably from a different area.
I don't recognize his
He's
clothes.
wearing more blues and greens, where Crestview people wear more tans and
I don't recognize any factions of his colors.
greens.
Representing fool.
Any factions in his colors?
Yeah, factions, groups, organizations.
he doesn't have like any emblems or badges
No,
or anything
but
like that.
Like
But
how you said how
he does, like I said, he looks like he's probably from a different village further up the river. You're not familiar with all the villages. You guys are aware there's some, but that's further up the river.
And he's staring at us?
Well, I mean, he's
We're both passing now, right?
You guys are passing. You know what I
How
mean?
close
you guys
is
are
it?
up.
Yeah. As he's staring at us, I'm going to stare back at him.
Yeah,
I'm going
okay.
to,
me too.
I'm
Well,
going to take
like-
a look in his eyes. I'm inside him.
Yeah, now it's like
All right.
looking at us.
He's superb. Oh, I got to
How close are we?
have a proficiency dice.
about 60 feet.
Yeah, 60 to 90
Oh,
feet.
we're kind of far.
Like.
That's not very far.
Yeah,
You know,
not
you're,
like
like I
passing each
said,
other.
you're up on the
Like,
trail walking,
seeing
you
each other
know,
pass.
and he's on the water down below.
Okay.
Like imagine a canal, except for it's not a canal; it's a freaking river. But he's closer to the bank of that canal, of the river. Sorry.
Got it.
You're inciting.
A 21? Like I'm staring him down.
All right, he's sizing you up. As he's rowing and kind of slows.
Ah, you're right. He's about us. Sizing the guy with flaming face.
Does he?
Right.
Is
Yeah.
he looking at
Okay,
me
you're
as if
sorry.
I look familiar?
No,
Ooh.
no.
Okay.
He's looking at you almost like not that he's not scared of you, but that he is maybe not as intimidated of you than you would think he should be.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to cast an illusion.
Now, you guys are not looking like his prisoner currently.
No.
No,
Okay.
not currently.
Okay.
No. I'm going to, in the sky, about
What do you
30 feet up.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be in common. Death lies that way, pointing in the direction that he's going. Big words. Flashing, even with a spark.
Now, while you're doing, before you do that,
Okay.
while these guys are looking and staring and inciting, what are you doing and what are you doing? Because they're inciting, staring the guy down, and he's kind of still
Is there anything in
paddling, starting to
the
slow.
rowboat with him, or is it just him in the boat?
From what you can see, it's fishing stuff. There's a
Okay.
basket of fish. It looks like, maybe a box that has fishing gear. He's definitely got a pole.
Okay.
Alistair.
Honestly, with this, I don't think I want to deal with this right now. I really don't deal with this right now. We're already going into something.
Yeah.
We're already going into something that's definitely going to get us hurt. I'm just leaving be.
Okay.
So I'm not trying to.
So you're just there,
I'm
checking, peeping the scene.
Yeah, I'm just actually. I'll keep looking ahead of us. I'll let them keep in that. I'll check ahead of us, make sure nobody's coming forth, nobody's coming from the woods.
Like
We are
ambush.
on the trail. I'm gonna make sure that we have our eyes peeled.
Okay. Okay. You cast
Minor illusion.
minor illusion.
And it's I can do both. So sound, it's gonna go psst, and it's gonna echo, psst, and it's gonna be like a spark, puff of sparks, and then it'll say danger and death lies that way.
All right. He was slowing before, and he fully stops reading.
And there's a giant like neon arrow pointing in the direction he's going.
Right. And he looks at you, and then he looks at you,
Fireface.
and he's kind of looking back and forth, and he doesn't know what to do now. He says, Your man told me to, if I saw you, to let you know he's left the tower. And then he looks at you.
What was your mission
That's what he is.
after you told me? Were you supposed to report back to him?
No, some other guy that looks similar to you in gear like yours, a uniform, I guess, just yelled, if we come this way, we left. Tell him we left the tower. You'll know who I'm talking about. Is what he said.
I know who you're talking about. Where did they go? Did they give you say where they were going?
He said you would know. He just
Okay.
that's all I said.
The rendezvous, no problem.
As long as your as long as your men leave my village alone, that's all I care about. That's the main reason I decided, yeah.
Coward.
But
We
he's
hold
still
true to
kinda
our
like
bargain.
looking at you, kind of confused, like questioning.
Or will we?
Like he doesn't know what the fuck is going on, but he's just now at this point. You can tell that he's.
I can tell he's like suspicious. I'm gonna cast my illusion. And in a booming draconic, I'm gonna try to speak draconic.
Okay.
In a booming draconic voice, it's gonna say, "Do not lay your eyes upon me, whelp. Glory to Lady Ekis."
He like puts his head down. And he goes, "Glory." I'm like he'd like. Can I go now?
I'm gonna keep walking with
And
Melancholy.
then just kind of like rose, looking, not up, but looking to see where he's going. And you notice he wheels it and then starts making his way back upriver.
That was fucking crazy, guys.
We continue to the tower.
Yeah. Wait, you think it's gonna be empty?
Probably not.
But it's gonna be more void than normal. It sounds like people have left the tower.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like
It sounds like Ekis and
It sounds like
her healer
are not there.
are not there.
That sounds good for us.
You know,
Deonta.
unless there's
the bottom
others
came?
that we don't know about.
Well, anyone I think leaving the tower is good
Yeah.
for us. No matter how what the amount is.
Only if we're gonna loot. I want to go there to kill people.
Well, we're there to destroy.
Jesus.
Spray.
You know, I'm going there to worship the Lord of Battle.
Bad fire. Bad.
You know, and there's only one way to do that.
Like comic Dormammu.
You know, besides sharpening my weapons. You know,
There are more steps to a battle than murder core.
right, but win one without it.
This is gonna be dangerous. So we're still going to the tower?
So wait, clearly we're gonna run into some issues. We're already seeming to be in her territory because that's a conspirator from another town. It seems. We should rope up now.
I agree.
We should rope up right now.
Do I know what city is up that river? Like if there is a village up that river specifically?
You do specifically because of your heritage. You know that the very next village is called Northbrook, and then north of that there is the hamlet of Molepike, and then you get into Reaper's Hold area.
Do I know anything about those villages?
No, there's
Right,
no
there's-
real
there's-
ruins up there.
Yeah.
There's
So
North
being an
Brook and then what?
archaeologist, you've never gone Molepike, Molpike, hamlet of. Being an archaeologist, there's no reason for you to have gone.
Yeah, and I came out of the swamp.
What about as a
Yes.
sage?
I'm sorry.
What about as a sage?
You've also been fairly young.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So most of your studies that you've done
In Crestview.
have been in Crestview and originated in the ruins as well.
Are those names familiar from my time?
No.
Not even close.
No.
Okay.
He's probably
but
from
you-
Northbrook.
Yeah, you know that Northbrook even still is probably, a solid 2 days away from the village. So he's far from home.
Home.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's interesting.
On a canoe.
Far from home.
Okay, let's rope up.
This dude can row. Sorry.
Well, I imagine the current also takes him.
Yeah, but I was going back.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going back.
He's like, nope.
2 days.
Well, I think that was successful. We warned him of the danger and also didn't blow our cover.
And got information out of it.
Yeah, I think that was
And got information out of it.
that was a home run.
Yeah.
So,
How far are we?
Oh, we're doing this now?
Now you guys are probably about, a mile or two at the most.
Which would be how much time?
Yeah.
So we were walking and traveling.
Yeah, you guys are walking and talking at the same time, I would imagine.
See,
unless
my
you
disguised
stopped
self-
and didn't do that.
My spell will last me about an hour
Which one?
with the disguise.
So
Okay.
probably about 30 minutes away is
Should I
where
do it
you
now?
guys, are, I would say. You got
I can always recast.
No, I'd say you do.
When we get
Like as soon as we tie you up,
Well, we should tie now. We're clearly in her territory. She seems to have spies and
one guy
like
on the river.
you're close enough that you cannot
No,
see
somebody
the
from
tower
town,
through the
2
trees.
days away.
and that we've seen. They probably have spies and perimeter defenses. I'd assume, unless they're idiots. Which I mean, they're dragons.
God, I'd hope they were.
4 arrows in the back and the cocky attitude say, what?
So let's tie
Okay.
up, right?
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Alright,
not tying
Should
up.
I cast my spell?
Hold on.
Look at me, I'm not.
I'm okay.
Should I?
Ghostly figure in the corner there. Should we?
I'll
Tie
give
each
out
other up, I say.
10 minutes closer, and then I'll cast a spell. But I'll tie myself up now.
Okay, go ahead and roll your
All right, everybody.
your check with advantage because you guys have figured out how to do it.
Come to me.
And then
I'll say,
dexterity.
are you tying everybody? Who's tying up
Well,
everybody?
You nailed it last time.
Nailed it is a very strong
Well, you
word.
did it successfully.
Do it
Nailed
successfully.
it is a very
I'll,
strong
I'll try to tie.
Look,
and if it
in the
doesn't
world,
work-
to be fair-
Successes and
To
failures.
be fair, it's with that advantage.
Yes.
And we did know.
You know what? I'll try to
You
tie.
doing yourself?
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah, it's a specific
I'll do you
slip
and me.
knot. So
Okay.
It's not just like you're tying a regular knot.
I mean, I think I make it 10.
I'm doing Zook and myself.
Okay.
Okay, so this is for Zook.
Nice.
Wow, 22 for him.
Okay.
Okay.
And myself,
Whoa.
21.
All right. You guys get yourself
Slip
roped
Oh.
up in slip knots. You rope him up. Just perfect.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
All right, and you take the lead of the 3 ropes, or now is it?
No,
three?
I tie the ropes to the
Go by
saddle of the
size
horse.
here.
No,
and
that's
then
what
I
I was
lead the
going to
horse.
ask. Is it 3 leads, or is it one
You need
lead
to
going
convince.
to 3 different, like lead to lead to
We
lead?
need to convince Melancholy to be led by you because that horse is gonna fight you.
Well, make an animal handling check for that. That's no problem. But are you leading? Are you doing the 3 ropes
Yeah,
individually?
One
or
rope. One
No,
rope
it's
rope
one.
to
It's one of the
everybody?
50 feet ropes.
One
Okay.
that we're just
Okay.
counting.
Okay.
with three of us.
And
We're doing
your
my size?
animal check to
20.
okay.
Oh
Nice.
wow.
Yeah, you reach up.
Like, obey
you know
me.
what I mean? And she
Dragon horse.
doesn't even flinch. You know what I mean? Almost as if she knew that you were
Yeah, and I take the,
Yeah.
what is it, the bit or whatever,
The
bridle.
horse.
Bridle.
I like it.
Yeah, bridle and reins.
Yeah, I take, yeah.
All right. Yeah, and you lead on. Now, as you guys get
Along with it, Racket is going to fall like 100 feet back behind us, and if we start to interact with people, he has orders to try to hide himself.
Okay, he can do that. Okay, cool.
Technically, it has its own actions. It just has to be ordered.
Okay.
Do your thing, bro.
Okay. So yeah, you guys start making your way, and it's starting to now get dark, right? I mean, the sun it's low on the horizon, so there's some dusk light, but it's not, not very much for your elven blood. For you two, your dark vision has kicked in.
I can't see.
You guys are in
I've got
He has
it.
dark vision.
Oh, you have dark
I
vision
can't
as well,
see.
yeah, because you're.
You
So,
are
so I'm
blind.
guessing you're
Yeah.
in the back.
I can't. I am. No.
No, he's
we're
actually
up
in
front.
the front. He's the first.
We're behind him, leading
one
his way.
walking.
Like
So yeah,
tapping his
you.
shoulder.
Yeah, let's make sure he doesn't trip.
Tapping
on
his
the rock.
kneecaps.
What's that? 30 feet of dim light,
Yeah.
and 30 feet of is what you currently have.
Yeah.
And the trail goes down, but the trail to the tower kind of cuts off to this little hill. Right, and upon the hill, you can see the old tower. There's bricks falling out of the top. You know what I mean? Like you can see through to parts of the roof that are missing. You know, and inside, you know, from the broken windows, you do see that there is a soft glow of a light inside, but you don't see any horses outside, anything like that. There's a few old trees that are scattered around the tower, a couple piles of old rocks. There's an old well that you can kind of make out just barely, but other than that, again, you don't see any like horses, you don't see any people.
There's just a soft light coming from the inside the tower.
Yes, if
And nobody
there's
around?
maybe a fire going on the inside.
Right. I was expecting activity that we would have to sneak through.
You gotta own this presence. No, we gotta walk in like we own the place.
Well, absolutely. You know, that's not what I'm concerned about. You know, I'm worried that there's no party here.
Then we fuck shit up from the inside. Ruining their resources is another valuable tactic. And then, still, their force is going to chase us. We do the bridge, and we have faith in
If there's
the
forces
townspeople.
here.
If there's forces here, right. We'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
well, I wouldn't.
Let's storm the place. Let's
I
see what
wouldn't
happens.
imagine they leave it completely unarmed. That would be insanity. I'm sure we'll run into issues on the way.
Do this real quick here. So you got the river. That's the edge of the river, right? And we'll do red for ground. All right, trail going down the river. It's the trail. Cliff going to it. All right, trail going to the tower. All right, you got your tower here. There's a well. There's trees. So around the tower, and there's a hill right here. So it's a hill that goes up. Right, you've got your tower. It's ringed by trees. There's a little well. There's some dead trees along the pathway that go to the tower. Right, the hill cuts into the trail and then drops down into the river. You guys just boldly walk up to the door.
Absolutely.
All right.
And then
I
I
walk
gotta
back like
start-
a, I
gotta
walk like a
start casting.
slave.
So I get ready now with my disguise self is on, and I get ready with.
I'm tied.
Well, you know,
I have to
I
make.
walk like I'm being
I have to
sold.
make your
We put the
voice.
slave trader's name tag from his bit.
I have to make your voice with the spell.
how do you know the voice?
I heard it. We were in combat. We were on the same horse.
Yeah, they talked.
we were on the same horse.
Remember when he said okay to riding off into the sunset with him?
Yeah, he gave me orders and everything.
They were on the same horse.
We shared a horse together. I never forget a voice of a man I share a horse with.
Zoop, did you
I
share
never
a
forget
horse with
that.
him?
Once.
Never again. No, please.
So I'm getting ready to cast minor illusion.
Minor illusion.
Minor illusion.
Illusion.
Well, what is this one?
This is just the tower. That's the door.
Like the actual size.
Yeah.
And it's for like visual.
Yeah, that's just for visual, and this is
The
gonna
It's
be-
outside.
not.
the
It's
inside.
not 20
Yeah.
feet of trail and
Yeah,
in a 15-foot wide tower.
No, it's a much wider tower.
Right.
So we've got you leading the way, right? Boldly walking through the door.
I'm right behind him.
He's the first in the lead.
And he has.
I
he
think I'm
has
coming up the rear.
melancholy with
Yeah.
it.
Well, Melancholy would have to wait outside.
Yeah. Outside, of
you know.
course. Yep.
You're in the rear, and you are
Center.
in the center. Okay. 5 feet. 5 feet.
All right, we got a Wi-Fi bar going on.
Yeah, right.
5 feet. 5. I'm just doing that so everybody's got space. Otherwise, I mean, straight line, whatever.
You are way out here.
Right. So yeah, you open the door, and you can see that there is indeed a fireplace right here. It's a pretty big fireplace. I mean, for a tower, it goes straight up, right? There's a staircase that goes up and above the fireplace, right? Curling around. There should be a second floor, but that has been broken, right? But you could still use the stairs should you want to, and jumping patterns all the way up to the roof. All right, sitting across by the fire on like wooden stools, 2 individuals. This guy is a hulking figure, and the same kind of white and red armor that you're in, except it's plate mail. Right, and his back is to you. Right, and he's kind of like warming his hands at the fire. Remember, it's autumn. The air is a little bit crisp. It's not really cold out, but you know that's what he's doing. And the other one is in chainmail, and he's wearing like red, like the quilted jerkins and gambesons that you wear underneath chainmail. Under that, he's pretty much throwing little sticks into the fire. You know, and big guy just kind of looks over. Magnus.
Slaves! I pull everybody in.
He stands up.
We go with it because it's a
He's
slow
talking. I thought he wasn't going to talk. Don't worry. It's one word. Go ahead.
He turns. The kid kind of looks up. And it's a younger kid, you know, probably 15, 16. All right. Slaves, captives. When did you start doing that?
Mistress will want them. They the ones that wounded her. Bitch got what you was coming.
I'm gonna kick Core
What
in
did
the
you say?
back.
The bitch got what she had coming.
To him about Lady Eckes?
I'm gonna kick Core in the shin.
This was horrible.
I'm gonna kick him.
You guys
Kick him,
follow
pretend to
my
escape.
man.
All right. So, all right.
might
First
be
you said
a little
slaves.
obvious.
They said
I'm just
no.
trying to follow this real quick because you confused me.
Yeah.
First you said slaves.
Slaves.
All right.
Pulled them in.
Pulled them in.
Yeah. And then he was like, when did you start doing that?
Yeah.
You know, and I said, these are the ones that hurt Lady
Lady
Eckes.
Yeah.
You know? And then it was like, bitch had it coming.
Oh, okay. Okay, just double checking on making sure
I thought you were saying
heard
Eckes had it coming.
I did say that.
Everything correctly.
Oh, you said Eckes had it coming.
Yeah,
too.
bitch had it
Are you
had
saying
coming.
it like under your breath, like you don't like her, but you like?
All right.
You don't
Wait,
want
wait,
her out loud?
Oh, you said that
I'm
out
trying
loud.
to see what this guy.
Calm down,
Let me not
everybody.
tell you what my
He-
thought processes are.
He kind of laughed. Yeah.
Order.
I thought Saskraut was gonna kill her. Disobeying orders. Why did you bring them here?
Well, hold on. What did he say first? I didn't comprehend what he said first.
He said, I thought Saskraut was going to kill her. Why did you bring them here? But he says it more like, why did you bring them here?
I cast Minor Illusion.
Good, because I don't have any answers.
To have a little fun.
Coming from him.
from the Magnus voice.
Okay.
Nice.
Make
High
a
High five.
deception check. Yeah,
just
make
turn
the deception check.
No advantage?
Please.
I
beg of you, myself.
It was so cool.
As soon as you hear that vintage, you're like, oh, you fucked up.
So cool.
No, that happens. But the kid kind of walks over a little closer, and he's coming up to talk to you.
It's to hide my.
You know.
It's to hide my spell, isn't it?
All right. And you are here, and he like comes up, not right up to
Like,
you,
does he see me casting? Uh-oh.
but like he's now like looking at you.
I'm gonna try to feign my semantics as praying, because I'm core, praying to the Lord of Combat. You know.
Okay.
So as like I'm gonna throw in my verbal, right? I'm gonna throw
forgot
in
that's what we were doing.
Lord of Combat, smite all these dragon scum. You know, like in common.
Okay. Like I said, he's looking at, he's eyeing you now. You know, almost like, you know, but
To the little guy.
yeah.
Trying to think
Yeah,
how
yeah,
cool would
yeah,
act,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I kind of look at him defiantly, you know.
So you don't say anything other than what his
Voice
reply
says.
was to
Yeah.
have a little fun. All right.
So that went over smooth. It was just that okay. He's looking at me now. Okay, gotcha.
He says, if we had time, let's just sacrifice him now. Or we could feed him to Como Titan when he gets here.
Was it Como Titan?
Como Titan.
Let's feed him.
Como Titan.
You know, let's feed him to Como Titan. Sounds great. Work.
He says,
I'll go tie him up outside. You know, I'll go tie him to a tree. Unless we got pens.
just drop him in the well with the others.
Absolutely. Come on, you filth.
Right? He kind of turns around, right? He turns around and goes, you know, back to the fire, you know, and sits down, you know, continues warming his hands. And you drag these guys out.
And I tell this one, hey, come help me.
And
Little-
he was already on his way to follow you. But he stops at the door and watches you.
Are we the only ones outside? Just us and him now?
The you guys. And he's at the door watching you guys.
And
And the
he-
well is over here.
And this well looks pretty deep, huh?
I mean, it's a well.
It's a well.
It's got like
Okay, it's do or
some
die time.
like half of the well is the walls fallen over. You know, the rotten wood is, you know, fallen over and in. You can kind of tell.
I'll look at the guy staring at us. Well, it's either this or the well, so.
Yeah, he's just kind of leaning up against the door frame, like.
Fill in the damn
In
hole.
Draconic, I'll just look at him in you know, Ellerin's voice. Hey, dragon, what do you call a lizard who's carrying more than it can handle?
You say that to the kid.
To the guy.
Okay.
In Draconic.
In
He
Draconic.
kind of like. This one speaks dragon.
That's right! Dragon! And I cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter. I'm casting fucking Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
All right.
Nothing malicious, just gonna make him laugh.
Doesn't that do damage?
No, he
Just
just
makes
makes
him laugh
him unable.
uncontrollably.
Okay,
And
okay.
incapacitates him because he laughs like rolling on the floor.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Go ahead.
Wisdom saving
Make
throw.
your
Wisdom
make your
saving.
cast. All right, and he turns around. He says that to the guy inside. You know, I think this guy speaks dragon, and starts laughing, like bawling out laughing. He's like, I don't know why that's so funny, but
He's incapacitated now.
he's like holding himself up
Well,
on the doorway.
I know, but,
laughing,
like, the
you know
condition
what
he
I
gets
mean?
is
yeah,
incapacitated.
he's
Okay,
there
let's
in
throw
the
him in the well.
doorway.
I can still see him.
Let's throw him in the well.
You're like here.
Let's get
you
the people out of the well.
are here.
No, I think they're dead.
You
It's
are
corpses
here. You are here, and you two can see he is coming.
Oh, shit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, okay, we don't have combat yet, so we're
We
good.
don't have combat yet,
He thinks I just told, or you probably told the funny joke.
but you guys really can't hear what he's saying to the kid now over the kid's
I'm gonna whisper.
crazy laughter.
I'm gonna whisper to
hysterical
Core.
laughter.
I'm gonna whisper to Core. That guy's up to you. I took the one down.
I said, that magic is far from putting somebody down.
He'll be down for a while. We can throw him in right now, but it's It's gonna get hairy.
Why the music keeps cutting?
It's gonna get really good.
Need a moment of silence right after like the
Go ahead,
fantastic
You
joke.
gotta make a decision. We're about to go in that well.
Why would you be going in the well? I don't know what your thought process is about.
They're telling us he just told you to throw us in the well.
Yeah, but you think I'm gonna throw you in the fucking well?
Of course not. Which is why we need to act. Of course not. Which is why it's go time. Unless you have another plan. Basically, walking
Well,
first,
you know,
right?
yeah, I didn't have another plan, but you know, we've already begun. You know. So, is it initiative? I don't
Not
understand.
yet. Nothing has happened yet.
No.
Kid is laughing. The guy's
The
walking
kid
towards to
is
see what's so
laughing. The
funny.
guy doesn't know what's going on.
He wants to see what's so funny.
Yeah.
He still thinks that you, as far as you know, you walked outside under
Yeah,
his orders.
I was gonna try
do
and
this.
lure the kid. You know, but now he's,
You
been
can just grab
magically
him now.
attacked.
Yeah, you can
You
just
know what I
grab him
mean?
now.
Like they went from yellow to red.
Well, he doesn't know that.
You know?
Really.
Yeah, you don't know that he's red, so you're just assuming
He's
red.
laughing.
He's laughing. He's laughing
Hysterically.
after saying, "I don't know why this guy is speaking Draconic." You know, he turned his back to you guys to tell them that, so he didn't see him cast the spell. So like I said, you can assume that they're red and take action based off of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Well, he can,
So what do you do?
He can still speak through the laugh.
Rolling initiative.
That is the thing.
Well, what do you want to do? Because that's, Core isn't rolling initiative. What is it? Does he pull out dice? So what do you want to do? Like, what is your action that you're going to take? You're going to move and do what? Slice the kid in half, fucking charge through the door, jump over the well, go swimming in the river.
Take model shots by the beach.
You know, because until combat is initiated.
None of the above. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to watch how it plays out.
Okay, so you are here, right? Right after he casts the spell, and he tells you to take him out. It's your action. I took out the other guy. You just kind of observe what is happening. What are you doing and you doing? Because you can see dude coming past the laughing kid.
They're still confused. They don't really know it's an attack. They don't know. Well, I don't assume they don't think it's an attack because this kid's just laughing. This guy's just coming up confused.
Am I close enough to the well to see how deep it is?
No, nobody is.
Where's the well?
The well is
If we're thinking that's well, that's over there in the corner.
here.
Okay.
Say Melancholy.
Yeah,
It's by the
we're
well.
not close enough yet.
Right by the well.
Okay.
Well, which direction is Racket off to?
Over here.
Okay, I'm trying to make sure.
Yeah, that's where you had told him over by the path.
Yeah.
Let's try to get some space from the door first. He's coming over, but he's not wearing a robe. He's just kind of confused. Tell Gordon to get all this phone. Go and make some room. Give us some space. Let's ambush him.
Okay. So, come on, you scum!
Where do you go? Like kind
To
of
the well.
over to the well.
Absolutely.
To the well. Everybody to the well.
Yeah.
And now we're seeing it's deep.
All right. Now you can see that. Yeah, it's deep, and there's looks like dead bodies in there.
Fucking yeah.
Mother.
Yeah. I mean, why would they keep him alive?
To feed him to the thing alive.
Dead.
There's sacrifice.
Yeah, fuck it.
Sacrifice doesn't need to be
Looks like a couple hunters. You know.
I thought there would have been captives in there for some reason.
Now we're all facing like the well, right?
Right, and then he comes out. And he, Magnus, what is wrong with Darian? I What is going on here? And you could tell that he is obviously not sure what is happening. He's not. You know that his expression earlier told he doesn't seem to be the brightest. You know.
Oh, music.
Music. Why do you keep pausing?
My good composer, sir. Please.
Core, if you don't have an answer, I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion.
Cast Minor Illusion.
I cast Minor Illusion.
All right, what do you do?
It was a pretty funny joke.
Stupid squires. Starts to go over 1, 2,
Here we go. Everybody get
4,
ready.
5, 6. And he's not threatening. If anybody wants to initiate combat, now would be a time to get a free action. Because if they do initiate combat, he will roll into initiative.
Should I get that?
But yeah, a surprise
I think
round,
we do
so
it,
to
guys.
speak.
Ready?
I'm gonna
Who's
whistle
the
out
queen?
for Ratchet to come
Get
run
him!
over.
Run! Grabs the dagger.
Right, let's grab him.
Throw him in the fucking
Let's all grab him. Let's all fucking grab
Yeah,
him.
but I'm gonna whistle for Ratchet.
Y'all grab him,
Alright.
I'll stab him.
Let's all
all right,
grab him.
we're gonna go by dexterity for the. No, we'll roll initiative. Everybody roll initiative, and then we'll go by order of initiative for the surprise as far as that goes.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, did anybody 1 through 5?
Hey.
6 through 10.
9.
All right. So we have Alistair. All right. 11 through 15. 16.
16.
17, 18, 19,
19.
and then we have
20.
Zook at 20. Alright, so Zook's gonna go, then Core, then L, then Alistair, and then it'll be actual initiative
After the
surprise round.
Gotcha.
Or the surprise, so to speak. Some people don't like to call it surprise round.
It's surprise conditions.
Surprise condition.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes.
Surprise, motherfuckers! Alright, so.
Funny how it goes around.
So Zook, you whistle,
Yeah.
and then I heard somebody holler, "Grab him!" Is that what everybody intends on doing?
I'm gonna slip out of the slip knot and then pull out the dagger. And I'm going for them knees.
All right, make your attack.
I'm going for his knees. Those knees are
Stabbing him in the knee. He's in plate mail armor.
He's never going to the lead.
Hey man, I ain't picking him
We
up.
said that about the first guy.
I ain't
We said that
picking
about
him
this
up.
guy.
He knows about that knee
like
protection.
Back of the knee.
This is his expertise, everybody. No. I refuse. I refuse.
No.
Yeah, I could fail. I rolled a one.
He picked those dice up way too fast for a crit.
Well, it was a crit. It was a crit fail.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Okay.
It was in fact a crit, just in the wrong direction. Oh yeah, but I moved like here to get the back of his knee.
All right, you move forward, and as you move forward, you pull out your dagger and whoosh, and launch it. Like it just slipped out of your hand, and he kind of watches you go forward, and then looks up as it goes sailing through, and Core is
Can I
currently the guy is literally
Can I look
looking
at him?
away from you, at his dagger, and then looks back down at him like, what the
You know, there was
fuck?
a time for Tasha's hideous laughter.
I'm frozen like this in fear.
Right? And yeah, you guys can hear this guy cackling in the
And
background.
by the way, at the end of each of his turns,
So they hear the shing of the long sword coming out of its scabbard.
Okay.
We're going for the
Versatility.
And then
You know, it's too.
he looks back at you.
You know.
Right?
Oh, he's gonna hit that, baby.
I laugh in his face.
We're gonna get that shit off! We're gonna get that shit off!
All right.
And then, you know, I attack with the longsword. You know, we'll take my movement. You know, I move the 15 feet to flank and advantage there.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Right, so first attack without advantage is, oh man, wow, really, really high. 17 and 4 and 3.
Is enough.
17 and 7.
24.
You know? So I'm not even going to, well, I might crit. Let me see if I get a 20. Nope. But I got a 19. It is more. So yeah, I hit him
27
with the long sword.
You hit him and he's like, brother!
Betrayal. Overkill.
Fear thy family.
Versatile, ain't it?
Oh yes, D10. That's right. It is
Versatility.
Nice. 7, and then it's plus 2 to damage, right? Where did I write that? I wrote it.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yes. Jess. From yours truly.
Yeah.
So a total of 12 damage.
Okay. He, like, you hit him, you know, and he hollers out, brother! He fucking goes to, like, punch you and misses. With his reaction that he has.
Okay. Now I use my bonus action
Okay.
and as a war priest and attack him again with it.
Do it again.
Okay. Okay.
One more time.
One more time for those in the back. Nope, don't lose that. Gotcha. And then at advantage.
17 total.
At advantage?
An advantage.
Advantage. Yeah. I thought you were rolling. We already
Yes.
discussed that.
Because of the flank.
Because he's still looking at my dagger.
Yeah.
It's still like
That would be the higher one.
Okay.
17.
No, it scrapes off his,
Plate mail armor.
Yeah, like you tried to hit him right in that same spot, and he just barely moved, while he tried to punch you, and then got back into that position, and you tried to hit that same spot, and missed.
Rutro, Raggy.
L, you're up,
Right.
and then Alistair, you're after that.
Where melancholy is, that's to signify the well?
Yes. Melancholy would be technically like right here.
Right, but that's the well, right?
I took Melancholy's saddle off. Yeah, this is the well.
And melancholy like here?
Yeah, like right there.
Okay. So is it like a companion? Like can I order it?
No, it's like a riding horse. Like
Okay.
you can jump on it and ride it.
Well, I know it can bite
Yes, if you use your action to make
to
it
ride it
Yes.
while I'm riding it.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't be like, bite it! You know?
Yeah. No,
Get
no.
him!
You guys aren't that close yet.
Okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, gotcha. Right. Well, I'm still concentrating. By the way, on the end of his turns, he gets to repeat.
Yes.
The same.
Okay.
But let's do it. Yeah. No, not yet. Not yet.
Can I see that sword?
So let's.
you can get that short.
Let's.
Yeah, but let's go with the short sword. It was that sword. I'm good at that sword. I made that sword so I can get
If
good
I,
at it.
if I grab him, I could definitely drag him in there.
Yes, that
I
one in
would just need
particular.
to win. I'd need to win the grapple, right, to drag him in. Because
You gotta grab them
That's
And then,
and then
that's half
and then
movement.
and then grab. You need 2 people to restrain unless you have the grappler feet.
Oh, it's not one.
Or no, you need 2 people to pin unless you have the grappler feet.
And what's the shove action? Because I know there's a shove action.
Shove. I would say after you grapple them, you can make that next
Turn.
round or next turn because your action is grappling them. You know what I mean? And holding
Well,
on to them.
I know in D&D there's an actual like, shove action, but he's a little far. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to shove him 15
Yeah,
feet
he's
into
a little
the well.
far.
Yeah,
I think
that's for
I'm
sure.
just.
You can
going-
shove somebody 5 feet.
I thought it was on the other side of melancholy. That's like way more than 15.
No,
well, the
it's
well
like, this is the
technically
well.
is melancholy here, right? But even still,
Where's melancholy then?
like right
Over
here.
here.
You're like here, drinking out the well, or not drinking, but there.
Chilling.
Next
Drinking
to
the
the
Yeah.
blood of the
I just put it there just to
Okay.
simulate a spot.
Screw it
Yeah.
then. I'm just going to
Because I
go
couldn't
with
find anything else on the spot. Like,
good old faithful.
I mean, there's a well. It's like,
Trouble.
I can't reach the well.
Alright, he's gonna make an intelligence saving throw. I'm casting a spell.
What are you casting?
Mind Sliver. Sliver!
All right, he
That's
passes.
Yeah. Oh, that's it.
All right.
That's it.
Um,
I'll back up. I'll
I was suggesting lemons
am I
before you
in
press the digit 2.
melee range?
No.
Okay, I'm backing the hell out of there. 5 to 30 feet.
30?
Yeah. 20, 25, 30. Let's go.
30. Okay, and Alistair.
Well, I just go to stab him with a dagger.
All right.
Slippery
Turn
bastards.
around. And I'll say since there's 3 of you surrounding him, I mean that's flanked.
Okay. So
We've
first
got you
one,
cornered.
Even though you're technically in front of him, he's like moving in the circle, trying to fight all of you. Well, he will be in a second.
16 for the first hit, or 17 for the second hit. 17 is the highest.
17 misses.
Darn.
Well, I still have it in hand.
All right.
I wanna blow my spell
And do
here.
you want to make any other movements or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
I do what I must.
I already rolled for your thing. What's your
16? The initiative?
your spell save DC?
14.
Okay. He is still over there laughing.
Yeah.
I didn't write down the
So
specific test.
3d8.
All right. Top of the round, boys. Top of the round. Zook, Core, L, Alistair, Squire, and then the big bad guy here. Zook.
It's not here.
No, it's in Tasha's. Or not in Tasha's, it's in Xanathar's. I am going to take out my handy dandy screwdriver, and I'm gonna look towards the well and like do this as like a jabbing motion, and then kind of like a pry as I cast catapult on one of like the top of the well stone.
Okay.
And shoot it towards the guy we're fighting.
Okay.
Nice.
I believe it's
Leverage it off.
90
All right.
feet line. Dex
90
save.
yes.
3d8 bludgeoning.
All right. He doesn't even see it coming. I mean, he's mostly focused on Core. You know what I mean? That
His
he
brother
thinks
Magni
this is-
Madness.
Yeah. That he's already proclaimed.
He never saw
You know, no. He doesn't see the
the 11
brick
bludgeoning damage
flying
fly
at
towards
him.
him.
I'm a fire in my rock.
All right, and it does. It catches him full in the chest.
Rocket, get over here!
It doesn't like knock him back or anything like that, does it?
No, it just hits him hard.
Okay.
He goes
Well,
to
you
fetch
see
the-
it like
he goes to fetch the
it
rock.
splinters him. It's crumbly rock anyways,
Yeah.
you know, but it's breaks all over his chest. What's Rocket's movement?
40 feet.
All right.
So on his first turn, on the surprise, he would have dashed.
Interestingly enough, the
So
object
now he is here.
also takes damage.
So do you get a bonus action to command it or anything?
Yeah, as a
like
bonus
that?
action, I can command him. Rocket, get him! Or,
Alright.
dang it. Ratchet, get him!
Ratchet runs up.
Rocket,
and
racket.
jumps
Racket,
at
get
him.
him.
Make your
Ratchet.
ratchet attack.
Rat's attack.
Ratchet.
Cheat.
Here we go. 5.
Oh no, it misses.
Racket, right?
Yeah.
You know, he kind of like
Oh, hold on. I forgot additional bonuses, actually. There's no shot in hell this hits him, though. You know, just go over this, and... 11.
all right. Yeah, he just kind of like
Or did he
bats
get
it,
up?
bats it out of the way. You know, when it jumps at him, he just kind of bats it. Well, did you roll with advantage? Because at this point,
Oh, no, I did
you
not.
know, he's
4 people on the
Yeah, this dude's
side.
getting
Yeah.
jumped over here.
Get him! Well, 16.
still.
Ah.
You know, he
Shucks.
like sees it coming and bats it out of the way. Core, you're up with that two-handed style longsword right in front
Starting
of
to be
him.
familiar.
Uh-oh.
And we have no potions ahead.
I don't like that. I like this music happening.
I, call out for the Lord of War's favor, right? As I come in with a fucking overhand chop,
Okay.
and then my action is going to be casting of Divine Favor, right? You know, it's calling out to the Lord of War, seeking his,
Seeking
righteous damage.
All right.
Right? And the sword starts glowing, radiant light comes from the blade, and then as my bonus action, I'm going to attack with it, finishing that arc down.
Okay. Like it starts glowing. Whoa, Lord of Battle! Blazes into light.
Which is anime.
That actually sounds pretty cool.
That is actually good.
I'm not saying it's bad.
No dice.
14 is
There's
the total
dice.
with advantage.
No dice. No joy.
He blocks it with his arm,
Nice, but
and you even see the sparks, fly from the metal on metal contact. L, is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
All right, L, you're up. Alistair
My
is
spell
after.
slot also.
Okay. Here we go. Well, it seems like it's go time. So, I am going
Oh, he has the sharp sword.
to present my gemstone, and then I'm gonna kind of like almost throw it into the air, and
Okay.
then quickly move my hands, and I'll say, "See what I see," and I like catch the gemstone. Everything goes black for just a minute, and now my form begins to shift as 3 duplicates of me form.
That was cool.
3.
3 of them. That is,
Thrice.
Are they surrounding you?
they shift with me and change location.
They have like the same square, right?
Yeah, they're all actually on my square, but they have.
Ghostly images of Ellerin shifting around him.
Oh God. Dad. One of them was bad enough.
And then now I'm really going to cause a commotion. So they all mimic me perfectly. If I move, they all do the same gestures. I'm gonna hop on Melancholy now.
Alright, so you gotta move over here. She's like right here.
Right there. It's fine.
So you move over and you jump on her.
Bam.
Now, does that also affect the
They're all
horse?
still shifting with me on the damn thing.
But they're on the horse with you.
Yeah, and they're like
Okay.
like shifting back and
Okay.
forth from rider to like
To being on its ass, to
Right,
like
right.
standing next to it, to
Yeah.
even looking like they're getting on and getting
Yeah.
off. They're
Some of them even
shifting
like
and
stand on the
rotating
thing's
around.
head and like present. Yeah.
We'll let this psychopath
The
on
form is
floor.
constantly
There you
shifting.
go.
And
There
now,
you
and now I
go.
have 50 feet, right? On the horse.
Using our
I have
brains
50
here.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, but you've already used half your movement to get over there,
Yes.
and then half your movement to get up.
Right.
So
I have.
your actions
on,
are
please.
Right.
Movement's done.
Right, my movement is done.
Yeah.
And then it'll have 50 feet next turn, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right.
I am just going to stare this guy down. Stare him down.
All right, Alistair, you're
Bravo
up.
Team 6.
Okay. I don't have the rest of my stuff. Go with him. So,
And
no, technically
concentration
they're with him.
drops.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're on-
Everybody's
they're on the
stuff is on.
Concentration drops on. Wait, no, it's not concentration. Sorry, it's not.
Yeah, mirror images.
not
and-
concentration.
Yeah.
It's such a good spell.
So strong. So necessary.
It's so good.
okay,
All
It's
right.
like mage armor.
I yell at Ellerin. Ellerin, can you please pass me my shield?
Can I do this as a reaction?
I mean, you can throw it from there. No,
I just throw it as far as I
It
can.
can be next turn. I just need it.
Can I drop it? Like, you know?
No, because it's more like you're yelling at him as he's climbing up
Okay.
onto
Yeah.
the
You
horse.
can do it. It can be
No.
any time. I just need to know.
now the second.
Yeah, it can be any time. I just need to do it later.
Okay.
So, I just
Okay.
need it.
Noted.
Okay. And well, as we go, the sword, my little dagger, just starts to vibrate a little bit.
My
Okay.
little dagger.
Come on now, man. I didn't let it go. It starts to vibrate as it's like starts to like a little sound starts to go. It's deep. It's it's a timbre type of sound.
Okay.
As I slash at him, casting booming blade.
Okay. Like a. Okay, you guys hear this deep hum emanating from this blade that's vibrating and
Yeah, but does he
So
have to move?
cool. So cool.
No,
I
Yeah,
have to
trigger.
brandish. I have to brandish the weapon, and then make a melee spell attack with it.
At a certain
Yeah.
level, it just starts doing more damage on hit and on movement. But yeah, if he moves it, the energy gets expelled. Yeah, such a good cantrip.
All right, so is a ghoul.
Remember, you have advantage on your attack.
Thank you very much. I forgot about that. All right, so this is the first attack. 21 plus spell attack, right? For Blooming Blade.
Yep, it's
That
a melee
is-
spell attack.
Yep, that's 24. Or
Yeah. Good numbers.
it's 24.
Okay. That's a hit.
Yeah, it does the regular attack damage, which is 1d4. Max damage is 4.
Okay.
And he starts to you start to hear the same sound passing to him. If he moves, it takes an extra 1d8.
Okay. Oh, that guy is already. His concentration is. He stops laughing. This guy
He
here.
saves.
All right. You hear the
That was a second
humming
too
come
soon.
from
That's
him.
at the end of the turn, right?
He.
Is it when the end of the turn?
It's end of turn.
He's still laughing,
Yeah.
and then suddenly stops,
End of turn. End of turn. End of
and
turn.
then seems like he's gonna run inside the building. And then
You little bitch!
his turn. He. Betrayer! And he's hollering, Squire, bring me my sword! And goes to grab you and fight you fisticuffs.
He's gonna knuckle you.
You're gonna fist him?
What's your armor class?
19.
19. Okay.
Oh, does 28 hit you?
No!
No, they have Alright, go ahead and make. Well, he grabs you. So he's got you by one hand. But then he does go ahead and tries to punch you with his other hand.
A lot of AC for using a two-handed weapon.
20? What was your
Are
armor
you
class?
asking me?
What was your armor class?
You know what my armor class is.
I just forgot it. What was your armor class?
Did you roll a 20?
No, I rolled a 14 plus 6 is 20. So the total is 20. What's your armor class?
19. That's a hit.
Okay, that's a hit. Punching you.
Punches him in the face.
You know what it is, damn it!
And you take 5 damage.
Ouch. Dude, this guy's.
Beefy boy.
He's.
He's a beefer. What?
Yeah, so you remember he's got your armor cloak clasp right up here,
Okay,
you grab
yeah.
it, right? So you can't get away from him unless you break, the grappling check. But you're not restrained or anything
Right.
like that. You're just grappled currently. And it is Zook's turn, top of the round, then Core, then Elle and Alistair.
Do a barrel roll.
I'm gonna go and grab the short crossbow off of Racket.
Okay.
I've got a short crossbow.
Oh, he's right next to you.
Yeah, yes.
All right, you
I'm
just
just
reach
grabbing it up. Quickly try to load a bolt. Get him, Racket!
All right.
Normal roll because I'm too close, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to fire the bolt.
Yeah.
From
Otherwise,
point
you would
blank
have
range.
advantage because of flanking. But yeah.
But in this particular circumstance, that is a miss. I'm certain of that. 14?
Yeah, I mean, it's impossible for you to have not hit him.
Yeah, it just doesn't do
It just
anything.
didn't go through the armor.
Well,
It's like, kung.
get him, Racket! That's my bonus action.
All right,
And I'll pass my turn to Racket.
all right.
Best boy to the rescue.
I want him to move through my space and get behind him. Into this.
So he's fully blocked in now.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
it large?
No, it's a medium creature.
Oh, okay.
It's just we didn't have
Yeah.
a
Right,
smaller
gotcha,
minion
gotcha.
thing.
I was just
before.
curious.
Yeah. But he is gonna try to bite down on him. Try to crumple his armor. That is a 17 or a 22.
That's definitely a hit.
And it does 1d8 plus 2 damage. 3 points of force damage.
Nice.
Okay.
As it bites down on his leg and starts crumpling.
Yeah,
over.
like on his calf, you know, and you can see that it bites into the armor and bends it in. You know, and he like kind of like
Metal.
looks down at
Look at it.
You know, at his
Metal,
leg
metal.
as he's holding
Oh,
onto you,
metal,
like
metal.
fighting, and he's now realizing, fuck, I'm surrounded. You know, like you can tell that he's now realizing his situation is not good. Core. Oh wait, is that the end of your turn? You trying to make any other movements or anything like
No,
that?
that'll be it.
Okay, sorry about that. Now, Core.
Okay, as a free action, I'm going to toss Alistair his short sword.
Okay.
You know, I'm just gonna be like, pull that out and kind of like,
we're right next to each other, so you can literally just end it.
Yeah, he like tosses
we're like
it
all
in the air.
yeah,
You know, like
Oh, yeah.
in fighting motions.
yeah.
You know.
And then for my action, I will take an attack.
Okay.
Well, hold on. If I'm grappled, does that mean he's grappled also?
I mean, he's grappling you. So I mean, you would still have to break free of him to try to make a movement.
Yeah, I don't want to break free of him. You know?
You know, if he tried to move, he would have to let go of you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Both grab each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and chop that hand off.
Ooh.
Okay.
Here we go, critical baby, right here. Ba-bam!
Oh.
19.
That was very
Plus the bonuses.
Oh,
All right.
That's or
Definitely. a hit.
Or
Oh, yeah,
here's
yeah,
the
yeah.
critical is not happening.
you can always tell immediately it's not. You're like,
Hey,
Oh, but it
damage.
still does damage.
But damage.
Yeah.
You
We
like I
need
said, you
this.
definitely hit him. Like you chop at his arm.
Plus 5, 7 plus 5 is 12.
Okay.
nice. Nice.
Yeah, that.
Did you get the divine favor damage?
No, the divine favor damage. Thank you, Jonathan, because my sword is still glowing.
Yes.
Oh no,
yes.
I had to make concentration check to punch me in the face for 5. 20 on that. There's the fucking crit. Son of a bitch. Too little, too late. You know.
At least you keep the concentration.
Yeah.
Right.
But how much does it do? Or what does it do?
Pardon me. Hold on. Still there. It's just 1d4, but radiant.
And
Yes.
it's damage.
Damage.
Damage,
Every
damage.
point of damage.
Is it 2?
Danny
Two.
went that one the hard way.
Yes.
So
Because of someone.
14 total.
I don't know what you're talking about. I had 0 repercussions to that action.
We did that.
No, not in that fight.
All right. I mean, he's still got a grip on you. You slice into like his bicep, right? And you see for the briefest of second, like his hand is gonna let go, but it like squeezes, you know, and holds on to your cloak clasp.
This man
Yeah.
has his Wheaties.
Then I take another chop at it.
Okay. Okay.
Going again.
Is this-
Going
are you
again.
using
The
a-
bonus action. War priest.
Okay. Okay.
You know, I have. You know, I
A
only have
certain
one more of
amount-
them after
yeah,
this.
yeah.
You know.
Now this is one-handed because he's got your. You can't like chop at him two-handed. Well, I guess you kind of can. Maybe.
We're trying to use the sword like this.
Whoa. That time to be into computer and stuff.
15 plus 4 is 19.
That's it.
Or. No. 17 plus 4, 20.
Hits.
It's
You know, yeah.
hit or
It's a hit or a hit.
Hit or hit.
Okay, and it's got the d4.
Ah, shucks. It's not a crit.
Nice. 11, 12, 13, 14.
For 14.
Yeah. It's 20
All right. I mean,
damage
even though
this round,
even though he's got you, you know, and you're swinging it like this. The first time you had chopped into his arm, and then this time you kind of like bring the blade on the backside of his arm and just finish the slice, and slice his arm through the chop. You know, and he
Arm
kind
still
of
got
pulls back, and blood sprays all over you three or you two. So I guess you and you, the elves get sprayed in his arm blood. Right.
Praise be the Lord of War, baby.
He's like holding on to the stump
Brother White.
as he like falls
Tastes like cotton
backwards.
candy.
Right. Now
Is he limp?
Squire is.
Holy, he got another turn?
No, this is.
No.
And then the squire had started to run inside and didn't see any of that.
Wait, you got things. You
Yeah,
skipped
I
him.
got skipped.
Oh, my bad,
You
my bad,
skipped
my
two
bad.
people.
My bad.
We
I'm
both
sorry.
got skipped.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I'm
'cause it was
sorry.
you and me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
It's cool.
All right. Yes. So you guys see that?
I thought it was the same
And
thing,
then-
too.
Yeah, you're right.
Did
It is.
the guy go down?
Yeah. I said.
Okay.
So he's limp down on the ground.
Yeah.
Like basically like
Massive blood loss.
you know sitting on his like ass legs as he's watching his lifeblood ebb out. You
Yeah.
know, and he's like fading, gone,
Okay.
going.
Gosh.
It's getting really cold.
By the end of this round, I'll definitely be dead for sure.
Make sure.
I'm just making it
It's
dramatic.
me now, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I mean, other than that, he's dead.
So we're gonna move. You know, with my 3
With
duplicates.
3 copies of you.
Yeah.
Well, will he be making death saves? Because
9,
got
10,
I mean,
15, 20, 25.
I might
If it
want to
becomes
spare the
prudent.
dying if I can.
I will use my free action,
Yeah, we
Alistair, and I'll drop the shield here as I'm riding.
all right, he drops the shield. Tink, tink.
Boom, right there.
Right next to you, Alistair.
Blank.
Kunk. Blank shield by Alistair. Kunk. Okay.
35, 40, 45, 50.
All right. Yeah, and you, like I said, you can see the kid is about to run into the door.
And I'm almost gonna vault to try to like tackle him coming off the damn.
Like jump on him.
Ah! And he's going to. I'm gonna try to tug on his fingers.
Oh.
He's gonna make a wisdom saving throw as I'm jumping
Why?
Why?
because I'm putting my hands on his face and casting cause fear.
You're like Palpatine spinning at him.
All right, now this is my question.
Okay.
Do you?
You remember that scene?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Make an acrobatics check for me.
Sure. Also, I will mention I don't actually need to touch him. It's not a touch spell.
Yeah, I know, but
Just
that's
do-
what you're doing.
Just do it for
Yeah,
speed.
no, I know. That,
Okay.
You jumped off the horse and
Yeah.
grabbed his head.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
in order to do that and
Acrobatics.
cast a spell, you have to make a
an
successful
11.
acrobatics.
An 11.
All right, you jump off the horse
Okay.
and land, and you're coming at.
Yeah.
You
well,
can use an action to grapple him,
No,
or you can just cast your spell.
no. I'm just putting my hands on his face and casting the spell. I'm not restraining him.
Okay.
What really makes
I'm like putting my hands on his, and
Oh.
casting cause fear.
All right. 16.
Okay, that succeeds.
insulting
Nothing.
and intimidating.
Nothing. But now there are 3 of me. 4 of me.
No, tie goes to the player.
Oh.
You're one.
Wait, what?
I'm just double checking stats. No. He does succeed.
Okay.
He does succeed.
I was like, I'm
Uh,
14.
Yeah, and like as you're coming at him, he's like kind of looking at you like, oh, what the fuck? You know, like the whole situation is this happened so fast that he's just trying to get away from
Yeah, I'm just
you.
standing.
You know what I mean?
The joke was good, but you're weird.
Now, Alistair.
Okay, so where do you know this guy's down?
Yes, he's down. Like I said, he's looking at lifeblood, you know, spit upon the ground.
I go
You know,
past
but other
him to
than that,
where
he's
he's
down.
holding the where he's going for
In front of the guy.
where he's going for the other guy.
Where the kid's blocking the door.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, you can get behind the kid,
All right.
like as he's stepping, you know, because he's going through the door. So like you run
Oh my
up.
bad, I forgot to say this. I pick up my shoe.
Okay.
I pick up the shoe.
That's
And I'm just like, sorry.
Why did you throw the weapons down? Why did you have to pick up your shield?
I just
He
Oh,
dropped.
he
He
let it
dropped
go,
the
so-
shield.
I was
as
riding
he
and I
rode
just
by.
threw it
Yeah,
on
as
the
he
ground.
rode
The
by.
weapons? All the weapons?
The
just
shield.
the shield.
Just the shield.
I can't grab them all.
Because that's where.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Roger that. I missed that.
I'm so sorry. And I attack him with the short sword.
Okay.
Okay, so this one's just regular roll, right?
Yeah, just a regular roll.
Alright.
And plus the damage, correct?
Yeah, plus 1 damage. That is
That's a lot. is what it is.
Oh,
24 to
that's,
attack?
That's definitely a hit.
Okay.
That's
Oh.
definitely a hit
Damage.
to the kid in chainmail.
7 points of damage.
Okay.
Piercing. Sword.
Piercing.
All right, you stab him in the back. Ugh. Now he starts running. Ah!
I will take an attack of opportunity with Warcaster to stop him in his tracks
Okay.
before he makes all that distance. Well, he gets 5 feet away, and then I cast a spell.
What are you casting?
Don't run from me! And my shadows are gonna rip at him. And I'm gonna try to cast Cause Fear again as a reaction with my Warcaster.
That's fine.
All right, the shadows come at him, and he's like,
Yeah.
ah! And runs fucking all of his movement
And no
up against the
success?
fucking wall. Because you caused fear, so he uses all of his movement to get as far away
I thought
from
we
you
had
as
the
possible.
insanity thing.
Yes, but he's running from your fear. Because he was already running.
Okay.
Now you
Yes,
shall roll insanity.
he's still
Now when he gets to the
running
wall,
his insanity.
it's just a broken his mind.
Well, he's gonna shut down at the end of that fucking room.
Mental collapse.
Foaming at the mouth when we get back to him.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, I'll describe the spell once I know what happens to the guy.
Not another one.
Roll for the D100.
Of course. Of course. That's a 53. Nice in the middle.
Nice and in the middle.
He must use his actions to attack the nearest creatures.
So you just violence
Oh,
comes out.
superb.
So yeah, he stops.
So the shadows, visibly, right?
Yeah,
Wow.
and
They're gonna-
he's
They're gonna
he
snake
starts
around the ground.
fighting the shadows
They're gonna
because
snake
he
around the
can't
ground.
go to you.
Yeah. Also, the mirror images are things with armor classes, like
Okay.
the things that he can try to hit.
Okay, so he's fighting your images
So
and the shadows.
the
and
shadows are gonna course through the ground and almost like weave in between each other, and then like grab onto his legs, crawl up his legs, and then make their way to his head. And they're kind of gonna cover his eyes, and now he has like inky eyes. He's stuck in a blind rage.
All right, yeah, and, like you can tell that in his mind he can see through that inkiness, but he's still trying to attack your mirror images that are just peeking through the door.
Yeah, he definitely see. I mean, like putting in
But
a
he
blind
can't,
rage.
like he can't move towards you
Yeah.
because of the cause fear.
Gotcha.
Boom. And then it is Alistair's turn. So yeah, you see the kid, like, you see the tendrils crawl up his body and go around, and his eyes go blank as he's just, like, you see his mirror images, but you don't really see how the kid can be focused on them, but he's the closest one to him, you know?
I just go forward.
He did what was necessary.
Go like around here to the side, and I just keep attacking.
Okay.
Would I have advantage if he's focused on the mirror images at this point?
If you took another 5-foot step.
Yeah, but I still have movement. Could easily complete it. But like, I want to.
If Ellerin was all the way in here, then yeah, I would give it to you by having the full flank. You know, if you were
Okay.
here. But no, he doesn't have. Just because his attention is drawn somewhere else.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, no, I dig it.
All right.
Nice.
18.
That's a hit. And damage.
6 points of damage.
Yowza. What are you wielding? A short sword? Okay.
Okay.
6 piercing.
Okay.
All right. He now tries to attack you because you are now the nearest creature.
Dope, let's do this.
All right.
Natural.
He doesn't have any of his weapons because he didn't make it to his weapons.
Oh, yeah, shit.
So.
Okay. Kind of feel bad.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a dagger on him.
Throwing hands.
Yeah, he's just throwing hands.
Still got 2
And
attacks.
what's your armor
Hands
class?
o'clock.
16 with the shield.
16 is a miss.
Alright.
Yeah, 16 is a miss. Or Tygus to the player, I should say. He's just
He's gonna get you with a bare
Very-
knuckles.
But give
very-
you a nice right hook.
He threw a left jab and come around that right hook.
Alright.
Get the shield up in time.
But you can tell that when he throws those punches, he's stumbling. You know what I mean? Like, if it wasn't for his spell, he would probably not be so focused on fighting.
Reminds
You
me
know
of
what I
Merle.
mean? Like, he's just fighting because he's in spell. But like he's pretty much out on his feet. And then the other guy's down. Zook, Kor, El, Al. Top of the round.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna cha-cha real smooth. And go 5, 10, 15. And when I get next to Racket, I'm gonna pull off another one of the bolts.
Okay.
What was that? 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I see within? Or is it too crowded there?
It's kind of crowded, but you're short. You can see through all the legs. You can
Move through
If
them, right?
you
Are
can
allowed to
move, yeah,
through?
you can move through them. If you're trying to cast through them, I would
As a
say
gnome?
that person would have at least, quarter cover, maybe even half cover, all the legs and bodies, because he's also right in front of the doorway.
25, I'll get as close as I can.
Okay.
And then I'll try to fire at the guy.
Okay. He does have quarter cover.
Let's try by the bolt.
Because you're shooting in between legs and past him.
Yeah.
Through the doorway.
Well,
Nope.
shame.
7.
Okay. It hits like the door next to you. The crossbow.
Aiming. It would have been hell better if you were aiming. Asshole.
Court.
Racket! Get him! Get him,
Four.
Racket! Get him! It's Racket's turn.
Racket, yeah.
Oh, Racket. Sorry.
goes
I
after-
forget.
Racket comes after me.
Now everybody's gonna start getting pets and shit.
Hey.
5,
We gotta
my
break
best
the,
friend,
we gotta,
okay?
we gotta break the action economy.
25, 30.
I want a sidekick.
I want a fighting
Racket's
monkey.
gonna
okay?
get behind the guy and then start going after his like calves and legs.
Okay.
I need a disciple.
Okay, he has a horse. He has a dog. I'm getting an alligator.
That's a bad.
Or
Get bear. Let's go with that.
Or a natural.
Well,
Well,
you have to
fair
know
enough.
before we leave
Fair
here.
enough. Or a natural. That's true.
Oh, yeah, alligator. Yeah. Swamp time.
How much damage is it?
it's a D8 plus 2.
That's pretty good.
Wait, what do you get?
A crit.
That's a 20.
It's a 20.
For 12 points of force damage.
Yeah.
As it bites down on his leg.
Force damage. Nice.
Yeah.
Roll a d20.
So dope.
Oh, on his leg.
Oh.
Well, yeah, because you called the shot. You rolled a 20. I'll say that it's the leg. It and it's force, so it bites his leg, and all you hear is the crunch of breaking bone
Should have drank more milk.
as it literally bites his leg off. And the kid falls. Just and he almost bleeds out and dies
This is a child.
immediately.
It's a child.
He's a squire, dude.
He was a squire, dude.
Well,
I mean, he might have.
a child in
He might have been 14 or 15.
So, what race? Human?
Human.
Human.
Man, that just got deep. So with that, we're gonna take a little break, guys. We are. We're gonna take a little break. We'll be right back.
Bittersweet victories.
All right. Welcome back, fellow dragons. Just had to have a little quick break there because that was a little intense. But yeah, now we stand. We have the dog, Racket. Has
Don't worry.
taken off
Including
the
I. Everyone has
squire's-
messed it up.
the squire's leg, which again, the squire's,
Fine face.
maybe 14, 15 years old, a youngin.
Really good.
The other one is down, gasping, lifeblood flowing out, and combat is over. So, just real quick, I'm going to keep the order of initiative just to see, Zook, what are you now doing?
It was my turn, wasn't it?
But it's at the end of my turn.
Yeah, it was at
Yeah.
The, all right. It was at the end of your turn. Yeah, that was at the end of your turn. So boom.
So I'm going to
Combat is
spare
over.
the dying on
Dude. Okay.
You know, he will remain unconscious.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You like. You stop the flow of blood coming out. You know, and he kind of like looks up at you, and like just fades out.
I holler to Alistair.
Alistair!
Help me get this fucker out of his armor!
He's all the way. He's inside. He's inside the
You
building.
learned after that last drunk fight.
Fire engine.
You hear him
No.
calling
Like-
from inside, like calling you
Like
from
stereotypical
outside.
old,
Like, Alistair, the armor.
I thought we learned this from last month.
month.
It happens every once in a while. It's this
Oh.
5th armor today.
What are you doing?
I'm going to. Yeah, I have no problem with that. I'm gonna turn to Melancholy and say, "Stay here," and I'm gonna walk inside.
Okay, you walk inside.
I'm gonna take a look at the area.
It seems
Oh, disgusting on the ground.
it is dirty.
Look for traps.
It's not only an abandoned tower,
So is
right?
that
But you
blood?
can tell that
Yes.
yeah,
bone.
you do
Forward
see
made.
not only the ripped up, leg,
Yeah.
but I thought you were checking out like the surroundings
am,
of
but
the.
that's what I'm doing.
All right.
Gross.
You can tell that this is really a hangout spot for like teenagers of the village, so to speak. There's little graffiti spots on the walls. You can see in multiple spots where there was little fires. The main fireplace is going, and there's a table over here that looks like it was maybe recently stood back up. You know, 'cause it's got some stacks of stones underneath one of the half legs, and there's this guy's backpack and his sword is up there, laid across the table. You see the kids, backpack is over there as well, like maybe their rations and shit like that. But as far as there's not much here.
Yeah, I'll go to grab his bag of rations. Or I'll just grab his stuff.
All right. Yeah, it's basically 2 explorers packs.
Wow,
That's a lot of weight.
that is a lot of stuff.
There are potions
Explorer
in
pack
there.
is 59 pounds.
Yeah, so.
They're not in
180
like clear jars or anything like that. They're in ceramic, corked. There's 4 of them. Drink, drink. So you don't know exactly what they are. from
Flasks?
there. Flasks.
Yeah.
You know.
Ceramic.
Definitely taking those. Those look fancy.
Take a little sip.
How big? Like this big?
Yeah.
I'll strap them to my belt.
Okay.
Boom, 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 boom.
The dude's.
What
you
color
know,
is the liquid?
He's got a great sword. When you look in there, it's dark.
Dark, like murky liquid.
Well, it's not
Dancing
clear,
lights.
so you can't really like see
Okay.
in there.
Dancing
I
lights.
thought the fire was going.
The
Forgot-
fire is going, but imagine.
But it's like a little bottle.
I have a
It's-
light spell.
yeah,
oh,
and you're looking through like a
tiny
little
little thing.
tiny.
I've got a
hole.
light
Okay.
spell, dancing
You know,
lights.
I'm imagining like a bronze
It-
bottle.
It's
Nah,
like
it's
a
a
dark
little
red.
Red.
Yeah.
Catch that.
Gonna show this to Zook. I put them on my belt. Boom, boom, boom,
All right.
boom,
You
forward.
know, and then like I said, the guy's great sword is laying there.
Not carrying that.
Okay.
What's going on now? Oh, Jesus. Oh. Alright, we're leaving you.
You guys all hear from up above like a flapping from wings,
Oh no.
obviously,
Oh,
right?
no.
And you look up and you see
Ratu!
like
Fight!
a streak of white go from one side over to the other.
Of where?
Is there any chance
Up
it's just
to
a
the top
love
of the
dove?
tower. And it's a
Yeah,
pretty
about 4%.
Underneath
about,
the roof?
in like the broken part of the roof, because remember
It's a
the
rampart,
roof
right?
About
is
30%
missing
chance.
half of
That's
the
a lot
roof.
of
Chance.
you
Okay.
know?
I
So,
thought it was
like,
missing
never
half
told
the
me how
side
it's doing
floor
it.
and
No,
the
no,
roof
no,
is still
no.
there.
You, from the outside, you guys
Where was
can
that?
see.
The Starry Night.
Yeah.
From
you
the
can see
inside.
that the top part of the
Light.
tower was missing part of the roof.
Okay.
Big of me.
Right? It's
Okay.
that part. It's like a big gaping hole, basically.
Yeah.
You know, and you see something up there.
streak
fly.
by.
Yeah, flying. You know,
Beating
it
wings.
sounds like wings.
Is
You
it
guys
the four of
all
us or
heard
just the ones outside?
birds. It's whoever's on the inside.
Oh, us. So me and you.
I'm moving towards the door.
Oh, just
Like I was going
You're there.
about to get
And
up.
you-
No, we're
Here.
there. We're there. Like,
You were over here with the
unclipping
armor.
fucking-
Yeah, we're stripping, man.
So,
being a
it's-
damn
you
dog.
said
Don't beat around the
you
bush,
were walking
man.
in with your dog. Yeah, it's the dog. It's this
Damn
guy.
right.
And
It's plain mail
you
armor.
two.
Yeah, dude, this is useful.
That was
All
bad.
right, so you guys,
Trades
you guys are
better
taking
than
this
mine.
armor.
Hawk.
Oh, the bird! The bird!
Playmail's
the
better.
The illusion bird.
You should probably take.
Yeah, the illusion bird.
Okay. I also have a chain. I'm gonna run out of.
I'm gonna cast my
You're
illusion.
gonna
Wait.
run
Is there
You
you
can
said
have
there was a
someone
great
close.
sword, right?
Yeah,
Well, I can carry
on
it.
the
That's
table.
cool.
You know,
That's cool.
I got 240 total.
Racket, go grab that and bring it outside.
But there's like 60
It runs
pounds
over there.
per
Grabs it
armor
off the
set.
table. Starts dragging it across the room. It's like as
I'll
long
still
as
have
it
leftovers.
is.
I could.
It's a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
sword. It's
Oh,
a
yeah, yeah,
huge
yeah.
fucking sword.
So this is either gonna make no sense or it's gonna be good.
Oh.
I'm gonna point my onyx into the sky and cast minor illusion, and I
Oh, not again.
resonating through the tower is gonna be in the mute girl's voice. Give me it back, albino bird.
Okay. One moment.
No problem.
So you guys, you're just taking the armor off. You're not really
We had that
like,
discussion already.
with
But
two
13%
people,
chance.
it's not going to take as
Yeah, you said
long
love
as it
bird.
usually does.
Love dove.
Yeah.
You
I
said
think
love
it's like
dove.
5 minutes or 10 minutes.
It's
No,
like 10
it's
minutes.
not final
That's
blood
with
hawk.
help.
That's you
I
with
call it
help.
love
But
dove.
you guys are also just taking it off. Just
Yeah,
take
yeah,
the
yeah.
unbuckling pieces, take
It's
it
not.
off.
It sounds like a very.
So you
Apparently,
guys
in my
get it
survival
done-
check, they are not the same creature.
Sorry. You guys get it done fairly quick.
Okay.
All right, getting the
The
armor
armor.
all off. Who takes the armor? Or is it just in pieces, still sitting there, or
Well, we're discussing that.
Yeah, we were discussing what
Okay.
who should take the armor in this one.
all right?
I'd say it's more useful in your hands, and I can get the smaller set. But,
As much as I like that idea, right? I'm absorbing this persona, as it were, so I don't want to break the set,
that makes sense, I guess. Well, I'll put it on. And I get the set. Start
Alright.
putting it on and everything.
Start putting it on.
I ask him for help.
You show him how to. You've never worn plate mail before. I mean, you can.
I can't. I've been taught a long time ago, but it's
Okay.
like have to get a few hands on.
All right. So yeah, you're helping him get that, put on. As you guys are talking about, the persona or whatnot, and you see Ratchet drag out this sword that's, a good 5.5, almost 6 feet long. And then from inside you hear
I give you back your
Well, it's not mine.
you hear a
He doesn't come back.
very
You were doing stuff.
Put it on her.
loud female voice,
Give it back.
right, to give it back, right, and it like echoes up and out the tower. Give it back, right. You hear, you two, from inside,
I do not have a bow at all.
a kind of screechy female voice. It's mine, and I like it now.
Oh, ho, ho.
You take the crossbow.
Oh, contraire.
I have a crossbow and a long. I use the long bow as a grenade.
Yeah.
And you guys are still getting him into the armor.
Can you use a hand crossbow?
Minor illusion.
Okay.
What is your
I
name?
use any crossbow. I have a light crossbow.
And
Sounds intelligent.
in your voice or in
I
this,
agree. I use any crossbow.
Light crossbow.
in your voice or
In
in the same voice that you had been doing?
yeah.
I
In
mean,
her
I can
voice.
I can use any-
Yeah, I'll take your light and I'll give you my hand because I'm,
Yeah, no, dex space. So we're trading.
yeah. Where did I write that?
What is this? Some kind of trick?
Put it like
What has happened to you?
Well, I got it on my. Because I got
I
respond.
see
thing. I've been right
How
here
tall
now.
is the
3 stories.
No. How tall
20
is the
20
mutant?
bolts. Oh, sorry. Okay, so
Maybe 5 feet? 3?
okay, let's switch it out.
Damn it.
Disguise self. I'm not trying to. Alright. I need to keep some spells.
So you hear that. Oh, I see.
Remember, alive. Leave this one alive.
Which is really. Since I already
We
got
can't.
Casey.
Let's speak diplomatically.
No trickery.
No
Who
trickery.
are you?
I'm Ellerin Mistwood. I say in my voice.
Alright.
You say a bird.
Yeah, my voice. Come and let's speak. It doesn't have to get messy.
Roll a persuasion.
No. 20.
Alright. Like you're looking up, I take it, because you're talking up to the rafters, and you see, it looks like a hawk, but it's all white. Fly, like, out of the darkness and land, like, on the edge of the tower, but where the roof part is broken. And it, like, looks down at you. And it says, "What do you want? Did she send you here?"
No. I came from my own volition, for my own reasons. But you're lucky comeuppance.
How so is that?
Let's discuss a little something. I'll pull up a chair. I'll sit down.
Alright, you grab, like, the stool that the guy
I'm
was
not
sitting
showing any
in.
hostility.
I'm gonna go over to Ellerin and go. What I thought you were trying to do.
Hold on. Owl. My name is Ellerin Mistwood. I am a wizard. And I put my eyes out and I'll drop it on the floor.
Alright, tink 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 clatters.
I mean no harm.
Okay. What do you want then? If she didn't send you.
I spoke to her. I understand you like this voice, yes?
I like me. It's more than a voice. I like being.
Can I ask? You're skilled, right, in the illusions. I'm aware of that.
It like flaps. And it's like, what? Illusions? I cast no illusions. You guys can hear voices now coming from inside the tower. You're fully armored up, chink chink. Alright, plate mail, armor class 18. You don't get a dexterity bonus. It's non-magical, but it does match your armor. Highly detailed as far as the scroll work, white, gold, red leather, where the leather parts are. It's a little bit big, but comfortable. Do you guys stay out there still?
Cord, do you think we should help them? Seems to be talking with someone.
Yes, let's check it out.
Okay. Move towards.
All right, you come over
Maybe there's
to
something
the,
good going on. I think this one didn't have a magical helmet.
and it's like, what? I cast no illusions.
Who's anything about casting?
I put
How
on my
are
glaive as I go
illusions
back in.
produced, wizard?
Nice.
Put on my
Well, I
glaive.
reckon you're some sort of innate magical creature, or do you call her a liar?
He did it for me, but
We had the.
conversation for the
He says, no, I
bearing
am
of the glaive.
Saya. Saya is I. We are the same.
want to call you a thief. I don't mean to insult you.
Then don't.
I won't. But it seems that you two have some sort of disagreement upon the ownership of whose voice. Why is that?
Make a persuasion.
Okay. 13.
It flaps, and it says, "I'm free. Ask her. She's the one trapped," and flies off into the night air.
Which direction does it fly off to?
You're inside the building. It
Oh.
just kind of like, from where you're at, it went north.
Okay.
I'll make you a trade.
You holler out, "Make
Yeah.
a trade."
Yeah.
Roll for persuasion.
6.
You hear nothing, see nothing. You guys catch pretty much the tail end of that. You know, where it says, you know, I cast no illusions and da 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 da. And so you guys are now all there in the bottom floor of said area.
I think it's lying.
About what?
And you see him now in dude's
Clear
armor.
with that.
The
We're going 2 for 2? You mean the albino talking bird is definitely magical? You sure?
Well, it's more magical than it lets on. In other words, I can definitely probably do some illusion magic. I mean, there's no reason that the mute would lie. Especially if she needs our help or something. Did anyone know her before? I mean, not to sound a little evil, but to consider all possibilities that maybe the bird tells the truth, which I don't think it does. Did anybody know the mute before she had lost her voice, allegedly?
No. I've only ever known her as that.
You're losing it. I thought you were.
No, I didn't know Luna before.
You know, it does seem a little convenient.
Nobody's known her before she lost her voice.
Convenient for what?
Think about it. This girl
I
has.
didn't know her at all.
Just to put it out there, right? She has, as long as we've known, never had a voice that we've heard her speak. I've lived in Crestview all my life. I've gotten very close with everyone in Crestview. I'm just saying, not to point any fingers, but it seems awfully convenient that suddenly this girl doesn't have a voice, and the creature that she's been tracking down all her life, or as long as, well, at least I've never known of this condition until literally yesterday, shows up. It seems a little strange, maybe?
But then into what end?
I don't know. I'm just laying
I have
facts.
found in my travels that the world is full of strange and unusual coincidences.
So you believe the girl to be truthful?
I didn't speak to her. You know what I mean?
You shared living quarters with her. You shared refuge. You laid down your arms in a room that she also laid down her arms in.
To be fair, we were sleeping.
That
before
requires
she came.
trust.
Yeah, we were sleeping before she came. Yeah, we didn't know she had popped up.
Really?
But you didn't jump to combat once you had woken.
Combat isn't my first.
I'm just saying, with a charmer, be aware of deception. It's a magic rule of thumb, really. You never know what could be real or fake.
I just laugh.
Let's scale this thing. I look up.
Oh dear.
Okay.
There's a chest up there for sure.
Behind the waterfall, you're like, I know it's over there. It's behind that waterfall.
If there's a waterfall, there better be a cave behind the waterfall.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, the
It's a
stairs up to the second floor don't look that bad. You know, it looks like maybe over time the people
guys
that
got
have come
this.
have
Let's get ready.
Yeah,
Friends
I'm not for that either.
supported that, and re-supported that, or whatever. But it does look feasible to get to that next level. You know, and then once there looks like that you could jump from here to there to, maybe
Yeah,
make
that's
it
what
over
goes
up
south
to
for
the
me.
Cool.
top.
I think you can throw Zook.
What? Hold on. Wait a
Zook's
minute.
pretty light.
Wait.
He kind of,
Hold on.
I think a gust of
Wow,
wind
that's
will just
not-
take him up there, but
Hey, hold on.
what are you, like 30 pounds?
Yes, but
You see that, Zook? Or do you see that, Cora?
yeah, but that's real high, and
You
know,
sprint in armor that weighs twice as much as he does.
it's kind of
What did you do that to that rock
kind of
again?
brisk up there. I'm just saying,
Zook, buddy.
you might not have the perfect accuracy throwing such an odd object.
I say we send the mechanical dog.
Can he get up there?
Does the dog have claws?
I've never heard of a climbing dog before.
A jumping dog. The stairs.
You ever seen Mountain Club?
I imagine it can certainly try.
I've seen mountain cats.
You know.
I have actually.
If only he built a cat.
Ratchet, get up there.
If only he built a
Racket!
Oh, you fucked up now.
Ratchet, get up
We
there.
got you confused.
I've got myself confused.
All right, so you
Racket.
command your dog to run.
Yeah,
All right,
you
go
You
up
got
there.
You got this. Go
It-
here, then there. Jump
Climbs
across
up
over
the
that way.
first. Roll for dexterity check as it jumps from a first landing.
Would this
to,
count
like-
as a save and/or athletics check?
No, this would be either an acrobatics check
just
or
dex.
a dexterity check.
Damn it.
Acrobatics, you say.
Do you have?
16.
Are you acrobatic?
All right, it it goes up the stairs and jumps and lands on like maybe a 4-inch wide
As I go.
beam that's sticking out of the wall that's maybe 4 feet long.
I love that dog.
And it's like just balanced there, right? But then it can jump to another part of the stairs that it can walk up to and make another jump 2 stairs before it gets up to the top level.
Okay, so it'll make a
So
second
it'll
jump.
make another jump,
Don't fall.
and it's actually like
Hey guys, we might want to stand back.
it's actually a
Wait, what?
jump. So
Uh-oh.
it's got to do basically a
Oh, God.
checks.
We're about to see this dog
Athletics?
standing
scrap metal.
jump. Yeah, athletics.
Yay!
It's not that high.
I
Third
like
story
athletics.
building.
Oh no!
I hope you build that bitch.
Oh, we're about to watch this dog turn to scrap metal.
Oh
This
no!
dog's gonna turn to scrap metal.
7.
Oh no!
All right, it jumps
7.
right, and its front
He's got it! He's got it! Oh!
claws hit.
Uh-oh. He don't got it! He don't got it!
Scraping
no.
as it falls back to the
Racket!
ground.
Racket!
Taking
Oh my god!
17 points of falling damage
I roll a 12. It pops one of my mirror
as
images.
parts go flying off.
I told you stand back!
How many hit points does this thing have?
21.
I
21.
think I-
Yeah, I mean, not all of its
17?
parts go fall off, yes. But a lot of parts come off. Like,
You know that one part of the jaw?
panels mostly,
Not happening again! I'm gonna run up to it and start mending it. Mending
All right.
pieces back together. Come
That
on!
actually heals it, right?
Yeah, that actually heals it.
Nice.
Okay.
So over the course of however long it takes, I mend it back to whole.
All right, you guys see him run over and start putting it back together, like, freaking out. And
A minute has passed, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
with that fall, it'll pop on my illusions and they'll all.
I'm so confused.
It's a minute long duration. So
For what?
I'm just expelling the spell.
Oh.
Mirror image.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's. So,
We're going with plan?
is anybody else gonna make the
Yeah.
attempt to climb? I mean,
I'll go up if I have to. What about you, Elf?
I
you
have.
look heavy.
No offense.
I still like
I
throwing.
have an
This is a
explorer's
terrible
pack, so I
idea.
have pitons and a hammer. We can,
So do I.
we can go right up the outside of this thing.
We
We
got
don't
the-
even
we
have
got
to
the rope,
take
we
these
probably
That
steps.
sounds scary.
Set up the place
You
on
know?
I'd rather take the steps. I'm not good at climbing. I don't know. Make some
Well,
jumps.
I don't think you need to make a climbing check when you have the stuff
That sounds like
to
metagame.
do it.
It just takes a little bit longer. I mean, because you have to hammer in the pittance.
No.
Go up, tink tink.
Hammer,
tink,
you
tink,
say?
Tink tink.
I'm an
tink,
almighty
tink,
wizard. I
tink,
will
tink,
not be bested
tink,
by
tink,
stairs.
Tink tink.
Right.
No, I
I
won't
mean,
be,
we could do that. is
I
what
will
I'm
be
saying.
bested by stairs. I'm an almighty wizard, you know.
Let him do his thing.
I won't be
I
stuck
heard a
by
bard song once called "The Paladin in the Holes."
Yeah.
Well,
The more holes you jump over, the more destined you are to fall in them.
Really?
how long ago was this bard? You say. How long ago was this bard? You say.
I heard that Paladin was very handsome.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'll try to
What's a buddy?
make it. How hard is that second jump where the dog failed? What does it look like?
I mean, it
Like,
looks
how
like
far
it's
is it?
probably
Yeah.
10 feet,
That's not too bad. Okay, I'll try to do it. I'll try to do it.
but it's a standing jump.
Okay, it's not like you can't like make a running jump.
No, not from there. You can't. But yeah, go ahead and make your first.
Is this place stone?
Yes.
Oh,
Stone and wood.
baby. Let me
Oh, I forgot.
look. Let me take a look at a cantrip I have and look at the specifics. If it's stone,
He's a mighty wizard. He will not be bested by staff.
I will not be bested by stairs.
You shall not be best about
All
her.
right, you guys see him like bust out his spell book. and
Bust a move.
He's studying it real quick.
Yeah.
Let's let him do his thing.
How does this leg keep
I
popping
go
off?
back. I go back to my book. Well, actually, I'm gonna go see if I can help him out.
I mean,
Hold it
it's
still.
rubble. It's almost rubble, right? It's just.
I mean, it's crumbly
Would it be
stone,
considered
but it's
loose?
still standing.
Would it be considered loose?
Fairly. Some
Okay,
parts
perfect.
of
Then it
it.
applies.
You know, the joints of it.
So it would apply.
I
Okay.
mean, depending on what you do, it might even be called unstable.
Sure.
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 Sure. What are you doing?
Sure. Let's make it there, and then I'm gonna cast Molder.
Okay. On the side of the wall.
I'm going to make maybe like 5 or 6 casts.
I see what he's doing and stop him.
No, you know the cantrip too.
yeah.
Help me out.
All right. So wait 1 second.
So-
you go up the stairs or not
Yeah.
up the stairs.
Here's what I'm doing. I'm turning the stairs behind me, excavating it, and moving it along the wall and depositing it in front of me. Like making a moving staircase almost.
Remember, the stairs are wood.
Okay.
The-
So I'm
the-
grabbing from the walls.
Yeah, the tower is.
So I'm grabbing from the tower
All right.
and moving it onto in front of me so I can step on it.
Taking chunks out of the 5-foot chunks out of the wall.
Right. And moving it in front of me.
And moving it. All right.
So I like, solid enough for me to kind of
Okay.
hit it a little bit and then.
The first chunk you take out,
Okay.
you're like, and you can see right through to the outside.
Yeah.
Right. And it's basically like you grab one of the blocks
Yeah.
and pull it out.
Okay.
Right, and put it. Right, and then you do the second one.
I'll start pulling from the ground if I
Alright.
can, rather than the base of the tower to not knock the whole damn thing down. If I'm in range of, how far am I off
All
the
right,
ground?
so to go from the first landing
Yeah.
to the little step that he did
Yeah.
takes 2 blocks.
Okay.
All right, you do that.
And that's safe.
All right,
I walk through.
now I'm going to tell you from here. After you do that second block,
Uh-huh.
that side of the tower that you're working your way around
Yeah.
kind of shifts.
Because I'm like spiraling almost, right? Okay, so in that case, I'm not going to pull from the walls.
Okay.
I'm going to pull the 2 blocks that I used and then move those in front of me.
Okay, keep using those
Right,
blocks.
those 2 blocks to. I'm going to make a makeshift staircase.
Okay, okay.
Those 2 5 feet.
It takes a little
I'm
bit
going
of
to
time,
use mold earth
but
to
you're
refill
doing
in
it.
with fucking
From the ground.
Yeah, from the ground.
To make sure it doesn't fall.
Those 2 spots
I'm gonna
to
fill those
reinforce
in.
it. All right. It, like I said, it takes a little while, but you make your way to the platform that the dog fell from.
Okay.
Right, and that platform
It's also 10 feet, right? 10 feet.
is fairly stable.
Okay.
You know, but it's almost, it's not even really a platform. It's more like stairs.
So I'm now where the dog
Yeah.
didn't make it.
You're where the dog didn't make it.
Okay.
Right.
Now what I'm looking at.
You see that there it goes around, that little chunk of stairs goes around. There's one more gap, so to speak, right? And then there's like a half floor,
I'll follow my procedure of
but
like,
you can't see the top.
I'll follow my
right.
procedure of like,
Moving the
rollers,
blocks.
boom,
Alright.
boom.
You keep moving the blocks. Right? And when you make it all the way around, you know, the floor is half eaten or half falled away. It's like it wouldn't really be the third floor, it would be the area in between the roof and the ceiling.
Okay,
I guess like the attic, but there wasn't never supposed to be an attic.
sure.
Right?
It's just what it is now.
It is. That's what it is now. And you can see that there's a nest from the bird there, and other
There's an egg. I'm gonna freak out.
other stuff.
Like hoarded
And it's dark and
dancing lights.
you light it up.
It'll be a duplicate copy of me because it can converge into a humanoid. So it'll be a light Elrin.
Okay. A
And
light
he'll walk,
Elrin.
and he'll walk and start inspecting.
All right. He starts looking around. And when you look at him, you know your dad looks back at you. What's your? You said you're looking around, so make a perception check.
Well, hot damn.
I'll be damned.
We see him fall from the roof.
8.
8.
8.
You don't see anything other than like the small animals, bones, carcasses, skins, and stuff like that from the bird's leavings. You know what I mean? Like whatever it didn't eat, it's just kind of discarded around the bottom part of the nest.
I'm gonna.
You know, but there's rubble and shit that had fallen from the roof on this level. You know what I mean? Like it's not just like nest, crap, and that's
So
it.
I'm
You
gonna
know what
yell
I mean?
down, "Steer clear of the center!" And I'll push the nest off.
Wait, am I in the center?
I'll push the nest off.
Move.
Me and Robodog, get out of the way.
There's a hole, right? There's a big hole in the middle.
I'm gonna say that nobody was really in the way, or
Okay.
you know, everybody would have had time because everybody's kind of watching.
Well, I give a warning, you
You
know.
know, you give the warning. There's the dancing lights illuminating. You know, you see this nest.
There's a crazy guy inside there.
Right?
Oh, I'm just talking about
How big is this nest?
I mean, it's
Damn.
a fucking nest.
Big
Two birds
nest.
here.
You know, it's a nest. It's a
Big
big
bird.
fucking bird. Right, and as you're getting it over the edge, you guys start getting rained on by like fucking coins. Ting, 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 ting.
Hey.
Right?
Shit, gold.
And then like a fucking necklace falls, and then the fucking nest is coming.
It's got treasure!
And it hits the ground, and like leaves, sticks, fucking coins, all kinds of shit just goes all over the fucking place, all
Yes.
over the floor.
I'm glad I pushed
You
it.
know, and
And piles oh shit.
I'm glad my first instinct was to be a fucking cat and
Some really cool
Of course,
scrolls
the animal
go into
you
the
relate
fire.
the most to, you're allergic to.
no, nothing really goes that far. You know, to like maybe a couple like little, you know, a coin or two shoots into the fireplace or whatever, but nothing to where it sets the whole floor on fire.
and,
Not to-
and there's nothing else up here? It's just the nest and...
Not that you had seen. Not that you
Alright, I'm not seeing anything else up here. There's just a nest.
I'm gonna start like
you
looking
gonna come
through the
down?
stuff that he threw down.
That's gonna be difficult.
Okay, you start collecting.
I mean, you could jump. I could
really,
guess.
really old gold
That's
coins.
kinda
You're familiar with the coins that everybody in the village uses,
Yeah.
which is from like the surrounding area, like the Uxan
I'm
coin,
gonna
so
swan
to
dive. He's
speak.
not a cat. I'm gonna
but-
fucking die.
The coins that you're
Tell me you're
finding
gonna jump.
are a little bit older than that, you
Okay.
know, and different shapes.
blood,
You know,
counter
even though they're gold pieces, you find some that are circles, some that would be square or diamond even, but you know, depending on the image that's
Yeah.
engraved into it. But yeah, you're finding all kinds of different monetary treasure. Some necklaces, there was maybe 4 necklaces that you find, you know, that you're picking up. Not like fine gold chains, but almost like links, thick linked, you know, gold, almost rough. You know what I mean? Not necessarily something that maybe would be used for fashion, but maybe more for trade.
Okay.
But I mean, it's all over the place, so it takes a little while for you to start gathering everything.
Yeah,
up.
it scatters all
Yeah,
over the
yeah,
ground.
yeah.
right?
You know, and
Shit goes
anybody
on the
else
table.
that's gathering up items
let's
and
go
treasures
get
and
some
stuff like that.
So guys, I have a problem. I can't get down.
Wait right there. I go to the nest and I see if I can find a feather.
Your dancing light image
Yeah.
looks at you and just falls off.
Whoa.
And when you look,
Cool, then
you kind of like freak out for a second, and your
The hell?
dancing light image is right there.
Kill yourself.
It sounds like I'll look into the sky and say, "I hear you," and I'll put my hands back and I'll fall backwards.
Jump!
Just give a kiss and like to a train.
Nice. Do you have feather fall?
No, I said no, but that's why I said, wait right there. While I go to the nest, I try to find a feather. It's a nest. There should be like
Yeah,
feathers in there.
yeah.
I get one.
That is so much damage.
I like start doing incantations and use the feather in the motion, and I hold it until he's within range. Like he's within close enough for me to like shoot the spell at him.
It's a reaction, yeah.
What's the range?
60 feet, I think.
Featherfall is some 60. I thought it was a touch spell.
60
No,
foot.
it's 60
Okay.
feet.
It's a bunch of,
And it's like
bunch of
6 creatures.
creatures.
It's like
Yeah.
6 creatures.
Okay. Yeah.
So I wait
Like,
for
yeah,
the-
you see him
Alright.
falling, and like almost as soon as he comes off, you can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and you're like trust fall,
And I like,
right?
I let
And
the
you
spell
feel it.
form. I let the spell like form into like a little bird that just swoops right under him and is like,
Cool.
And you don't know what, but you feel like you're on the back of something. You know, and you're like, whoa. Right?
I have a stronger wizard than I thought.
You
Down
are
to the ground.
suicidal.
you're an idiot, is what you are.
All right. What are you doing? You know, you had molded the earth and put reinforced the holes that he was taking out. You know.
Yeah.
I imagine that you stepped back when the nest fell and broke. He starts collecting everything. He's looking for a feather. You know. What are you doing? You know, he's falling.
Well, before all of that, I'm fucking watching.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm like, oh.
All right.
Disappointment that he didn't.
Whoa! That would be so cool, Superman.
It's like a different kind of interest. You're like, ah.
You were waiting for the do a flip, bro.
Do a flip. I'm gonna jump. Do a flip.
No.
I don't even know where that's from. I'm here constantly, and I don't know.
It's an old man.
All right. So as that's happening, you're gathering your stuff up. You hear your racket, kind of let out like a whine. However, it would whine like a whir almost.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay,
however it would
gotcha.
whimper. I don't know.
It makes a
And
noise.
it looks to the
Sound
door,
of distress.
right? You, right as it's doing that, also hear it sounds almost like Racket walk up to the door, and you see standing in the doorway another mechanical dog,
Oh, what the hell?
and it kind of
Is
it's
it aggro?
No, it's looking around, and it looks at you,
It's going.
and just kind of shuts down.
This Papa?
Yes.
Oh
This
my
doesn't, like,
God.
really type
You're way up there, aren't you? No, you fell
No,
down.
I have a,
Yeah, that's right. You fell down.
I'm dusting myself up.
Are you
there.
down by now?
Yeah. It's 60 feet a turn. I just get down.
Oh, you're fine.
He is my inspiration. I'm like
Is he
walk
your
up to the
muse?
machine and like examine it.
All right.
Examine it. Nooks and crannies.
I gave you back
Things.
your long sword.
Yes.
away from it though?
Roll
The sharp sword.
I'm rocking my halberd.
There's a great sword on the ground.
an
Oh,
investigation because you're examining it,
Okay.
right? Checking it.
Yeah.
I have to print a new mini.
I'm gonna buy the STL for the Hero Forge, man, because it's so worth it.
Investigation.
Mm-hmm.
21.
Okay. It, like I said, it sat down, almost like it had powered down, right? And its head had gone down, you know, after it put its head down, right? And you kind of look over and you like put your head between its ears, like you're gonna pet it, you know, and you could feel that there's like a little catch right at the back of its skull, and you kind of like do that, and it pops open the head, like plate comes off, right? And inside you can see there's a little chamber, and it's got his shard, the green emerald
Mother
shard is
damn
inside of it,
Dog.
right? And
Play
then
fetch, look.
when it lit, when you pop it off, you hear a message, right, coming from like the dog's mouth. It like the head pops off, the jaw goes slack, and you hear a voice. And it's an old kind of crackly voice. It says, "Dearest niece, I do hope this message finds you well and in good health. How is your little Zoom and your husband? Are the dragon men still utilizing him, or has he been eaten yet? I jest. Probably in bad taste, as I would imagine he would be. You'll want to know how our great governor has been issuing absurdly strange decrees regarding engineering and construction back in the tunnels leading home to Deephaven. I fear that project will stall, as have many other past efforts from the Reunification Society. Lately, though, it seems as if you've had the right of it by leaving, even though I still question your decision of who with. You know, coming back, you could still reclaim your life and your title. Make a change for good here. It's sorely needed. Now, I do admit these old bones aren't fit to fold a sheet, much less turn a wrench. Whatever you come for, it would be great to see you and your family. What? Your uncle says hi. Anyways, when you're ready, just tap Tracker 3 times on the ruby and he'll bring you home. And then that's it.
Does this dog have some connection to you, Zook?
Was that out loud or was that in his head?
Yeah, well, that was out
out
loud.
loud.
Everybody heard
We
it.
all were-
yeah,
Everybody
uh,
heard that shit.
It's from Deephaven? That's where I came from before our family came to Crestview. Crestview? Sorry, I thought of Pinestone for a second. The image filled my mind. Sorry. Before we came to Crestview, it was a long time ago. I don't know why we left. But it seems family related?
Wait, you don't know who sent you this?
No?
It seemed close to you. They said your uncle says hi.
I think it was a message from my mother? Or I think it was my mother. Or maybe my father.
Zook, how old are you?
It did say dearest niece. The
Yeah.
message.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mother.
And who's Zoom?
Last time I checked, I hit my 30th winter not too long ago.
Do you have children?
No.
And who's your Zoom?
Are you a niece?
I believe that was
Are
my
you a
mother's
niece?
message for her. Zoom is referring to me.
Oh wow, she fucked up your name. That's
Yeah.
embarrassing.
To be fair, I don't know who this woman is.
That must be embarrassing for her. Racket.
Okay.
But
Everyone's in the fucking family.
It's so uncommon in this place.
Not so uncommon to mess up names about here.
Oh. So that's your mother's aunt.
Apparently. But
No.
Can I have that? That's mine.
this thing?
No.
That's yes.
Sure, hold on to it. Keep it safe.
He goes insane the second he touches it.
When you pick it up, you notice that underneath of it, there's a little folded piece of paper,
Oh?
and it's got blood on it.
I pick it up and unfold it.
Do you read it out loud?
Ruby.
No, not first. I read it silently first.
Okay.
Can I spot the ruby that I was talking about?
Tap the ruby 3 times.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal it.
It bites you and drags you home. You got a ruby on it?
Well, I mean,
Wow, Zook really got
he's
tall,
like,
didn't he?
he's like right in front of it, so you would have to like kind of,
Yeah, no, I'm just, you know.
and you can roll for
I will do that.
perception. You can roll for a perception to see if you spot the ruby. Just read the highlighted part. Oh no, don't break.
That'd be bad.
That would suck.
Are you
I'd
just
be
picking
so
it up and
mad.
like,
All right, so you see him pull out this note and start reading it.
24 ransack.
24. You do see that there's a ruby on the chest of the dog. All right, but it's not like a big ass ruby. It's
Yeah.
like got all kinds of parts and it's just like.
This dog press here.
Yeah.
is that a note attached to the shard, Zook?
Yes.
What does it say?
The crystal has magic in it. It's related to the moon somehow. It appears hidden runes are revealed. She says that
This is the bloody
that-
note, right?
that
If I'm
there's-
not- okay.
She believes that there's more to be learned under a full moon. She went to the temple to research it, and unfortunately, apparently,
temple?
wasn't able to. Or sorry, to research the temple where it was found, but she wasn't able to.
Yeah, that's my father's staff.
However, I may know someone who can help. With this letter find you long ago, I came from a village to the south along the great river. And there lived a mystic man with the power of farsight and other mystical powers. He may be able to help discover what lies hidden beneath its surface. He goes by the name Ethelric? How do you pronounce that?
Ethelric.
Ethelric. Thank you. He goes by the name Ethelric. Beware, though. I've encountered a man I believe to be your father. Thank you.
The mystic, Ethelric Mossstone.
Let's see. He was much more powerful than I'd ever seen him if it truly was him. His power has grown beyond my own. He almost desperately seeks the crystal and somehow has a way of knowing where it is. I urge you to use the greatest of caution when dealing with him, as I sensed a seething darkness within him. I am saddened that my good brother has turned to such a vile and dark creature. Yet I'm gladdened and filled with joy knowing his
Big
son
note.
holds true
Yeah.
to his mother's heart. This apparently note is huge.
How much blood is on there?
How
That
big
was
is
that
the
big.
shard?
Pieces with blood.
It was the same cylinder from before, right?
Which reads-
Same one that Ulith had?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How the hell did that get there? That is weird. And can you describe it in detail? It's like a handle?
A note that has blood smeared on it in various places with a blot right over the last 2 lines, which reads, you can have that. I'm not gonna try to.
What does it read?
Oh, okay.
It's a bunch of smudged out words.
What kind of... What did you get from that, Zook?
Love the person who sent it.
Smudge out?
Yeah.
The shard itself is it's about that big. It's a cylinder.
It's like green, right?
It's green.
Yeah.
It's not like a glowing, see-through.
It's like stained glass.
It's like a dark crystal,
It's opaque.
opaque. You know what I mean? And it's not perfectly smooth, but it does have little rooms in it,
Described.
right? And it looks like she actually cleaned it some, and you can see those rooms a little bit better.
Yeah, I'll take
Like-
that off you, Zoo.
Oh, I already handed you the crystal.
Okay.
Yeah, remember?
And do you want to know?
Sure.
Fum, fum, fum,
Why
fum.
not? Yeah.
Okay, so
I'll put that in my pocket and.
I'm going to continue to examine the dog, see what differences between it and mine are.
Let me make some upgrades.
Not quite.
Steals its tongue.
all right. You know that it's going to take a little while.
Super dog.
You know what I mean? So you would have to either sit here and do it or take it somewhere. It's going to take at least a long rest to do it.
When
Service.
on our way back,
Yeah.
I'll take this with us.
We need another one.
Three-headed dog.
Oh my god, that would be so dope.
But for now, let's start with the tongue.
No, I've got something
How
in
do
place
I
for its
find
tongue. I just haven't done it yet.
Oh, your mom.
So funny as you.
If you need flesh for it, there's a Lego.
Oh,
Hey, Zoo, if you
Here,
need flesh for it, there's a leg over there.
No, there's a fine red paste over there. With shards of bone.
Dear God.
okay, boom.
Which
So-
I am
so you
pleasantly
now
trying to
have in
passively
Discord
ignore.
Some of it's in your
The note.
Shut up.
All right.
Prestidigitation. No, it isn't.
I'm gonna take a look at that. Oh! I didn't realize that the first word was L.
That's crazy.
Okay.
You see him,
there's
like,
more tongue to
Yeah.
he's reading the note.
He's
Like,
like,
oh,
shit.
shit.
I know this was destined for him.
My note.
I was destined for him. I missed literally the first word.
Okay. So, now what are you guys doing? He's actually like looking at the dog now with a
How
little bit
am I
more.
gonna get this
Um,
back?
I think we should scuttle this tower.
Yes.
Right, me and you, we can
We'll
move
lure
our
that thing.
yeah, and then we'll,
Topple it.
yeah, let's bring the whole thing down, and then
Nest. Ransack.
You're just like, okay, I'm picking more shit up.
They're gonna
yeah.
They're
Well,
gonna
after
crap.
we hard like on our way out,
Burn the well.
let's bring this. Yeah. We'll use we'll mold some of the earth over the well too. Fill that up.
Give them a
We should burn the bodies.
or at least closest
Right.
we got.
Closest that we got.
We should burn the bodies.
It's low.
How are we gonna burn the bodies?
Throw Kindle in there and just.
Well, you got a few ways.
I don't know. You guys burned.
Burn it with holy fire.
You guys gave Jacob a
can do
good
it.
send off.
You can.
I think you can do it with the pile of corpses.
I think. Well, they're pile. It's not a pile. They're at the bottom of a well.
Is it
Are
damp?
they sitting in water?
No, it's like an empty well.
There you go.
That's
It's a dry well.
Yeah, it's a dry
Just a
well.
big hole.
Yeah, it's a big hole.
Bricked up.
Yeah. And there's like when you look in there, there's 3 bodies. They look like they might have been hunters, and it looks like they've been in there some time.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll say some rites over the,
Over the well.
yeah, and then
Where'd you
fill it
get
in.
this?
Okay, I determined who this message is from. This is from the Dream Speaker, Eulith. Quite clearly.
Quite clearly.
It's covered in blood.
Yeah, I know. She mentions a run-in, but we already knew that. Actually, I hadn't spoken to you guys, but on my forest trot before I met up with you, where I found the mute, her disciple. I found the disciple of Eulith had told the mute had told me that there was a battle with what seemed to be my father, and it sounds like he harmed her. So, yeah, that's something to look out for.
Considering the manner in which the letter was delivered.
We have 2 problems.
Let's
right
believe it.
now. So we got 2 problems on top of our dragon issue now. One being my father's looking for the staff.
And knows
2,
how to find it.
no. Ethelric does.
Oh.
Ethelric
Who
knows.
is Ethelric?
Ethelric seems to be some sort of diviner that lives in a town upstream.
The town upstream, where
I can
our
double-check those
mysterious
What?
canoe rider was from.
That may have been. We don't know.
Yeah, he shudders.
That
when
may
he
have been
hits the
Ethelric.
marbles
That
that
may
is the
have
creature
been
in front of him. Of Tracker.
From a village to the south. Was he coming south?
He was coming from the north.
He was coming from the north.
Yeah,
South.
that guy was coming
So
from
that
the
was
north.
probably not him. Maybe. But
A
yes,
village to the south.
a village to the south. That was a southern village.
That's into the swamp.
by the Great River. It's far. The Great
Or-
River is far.
Hear me out, Core.
Okay.
Or he wasn't going to Crestview. He was passing Crestview on his way back to the village. To the south. We can't assume that he was coming to Crestview, especially since he's not from it.
The man in the canoe?
The man in the canoe.
Well,
Man in the canoe
he
was
was
north.
coming. He was coming.
He was coming south.
He was coming south and turned around to go north.
Right. Because we warned him.
I mean, maybe?
But it seemed that he was southbound.
He was southbound.
He may have been on a return trip, not on a journey out, and then realized that it wasn't safe, so turned back. We don't know. But
It might also be people from the town over.
I know my father
Yeah, because
can't...
he said as something about your town and not my town.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you're gonna,
Leave my town out of this.
you leave my town out of this, right?
I think that was.
And
You know,
my
thinking
town-
that I was part of Lady.
And my town sounds
Hey,
very...
man, by
what's
the
your
way,
name's
you can
entourage?
take the helmet off now.
Sure, I take it off. I can take it off.
And my town, those words sound very mayoral.
You just
like
see a regular smile. Yeah.
position of power.
I still laugh menacingly.
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
That was just him actually.
Talk to the helmet.
Oh fuck.
Not yet.
It was
That hasn't happened
just
yet.
him.
Oh.
Technically, I don't know about any of that.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, that's yes, this is true.
There's a diviner after this thing.
There's dinner after that.
And my father's after this thing.
Yes.
We have two dangerous casters after this piece.
Excellent.
Oh, that's a shame.
Sounds
for you.
like the Lord of War has laid our path clear.
I'd rather not kill my own
I
father.
was say, did it say the diviner
I'll do
was
it
after
then.
it? I thought the diviner just knew how to get to it.
He knows where it is and he seeks its power, I believe.
I thought that was your father who's talking.
Best answer.
Okay.
Best answer.
Seeked it.
So, who seeks?
Seeks.
Long ago, I came from a village to the south, and there lived a mystic man with the power of farsight and other mystical powers. He may be able to discover what lies in beneath the surface. Beware, though, I encountered. Yes. So, yes.
He knows.
He almost never seeks a crystal, and somehow has a. No, so my father does know how to get to this thing.
Oh, that's significantly worse.
That's much worse. And we should seek out Ethelric. It seems that he knows how to unlock the secrets of this thing, according to the Dream Speaker.
Fuck about that thing. When Lady X's army
What if this
is
thing?
still coming.
What if this thing? What if it's a weapon of mass destruction? An Arc
You
Wizard
know,
doesn't look for a staff for no
The
reason.
reason why I want to take this tower down is so they can't use it,
I'm with you. Let's take it down.
and catapult the town or something.
Let's take it down. I'm with you. But we should seek out, because we don't know if this thing's a weapon of mass destruction.
Well, we'll definitely put it on the list.
How far? is the Great River
but
from
tomorrow,
where we are?
tomorrow,
Yeah.
we-
That's tomorrow's journey.
From
Not
right,
today.
right.
Let's take out the tower.
Take out the tower, and then we gotta oversee the
days.
Days.
evacuation of the town.
Like a
What are we
week?
gonna do with the townsfolk?
A tower.
About a week.
How tall is this tower?
As much as
3
I
stories.
understand your personal
Feet?
quest,
60.
30.
I'm with you.
Or-
60. Oh, only 60 feet.
Well, a story is
Okay,
10 feet
well-
in normal.
Hey, taking down.
Well, I mean, from
60
top to bottom.
Taking
You
down.
know what I mean? From
a
what's left of the very
60
tip of the roof.
foot stone tower will be the loudest thing this forest has ever heard. Let's get ready to run.
Oh shit. Hold on. Let me set up this.
It's more.
Take
It's kind of
it
a good
down.
point. That's a good point there. It's good point. Good point.
Thousands of pounds of stone crashing to the ground will shake this earth. We should get ready to run.
I agree.
How much did we grab from the nest?
Oh,
Like
you got
mischiefs.
480 gold pieces.
Yeah, that bird was busy.
How much?
Well, you found you
how much roughly were
went
those
in,
necklaces?
Was there a 500 gold piece diamond?
in the nest. You find probably a broken chest of some kind.
Coffer.
Yeah, like it was pretty good size if you like start kind of putting it all together, but it's broken into all kinds of rotten ass pieces. There was 6 of those chains.
I got another prisoner.
All right, and each chain.
6 of them?
Yeah.
We won't be able to run with that.
Each chain has
Don't
5
throw him on top of
links.
Melancholy.
Each link.
And let her.
And Melancholy will have it.
So
We can tie
6
him up.
chains, 100 gold
We can
each.
tie him.
What, and drag him
With
behind the
5
fucking...
You know what I
Wrap
mean?
him up.
I'll just leave him.
No,
Don't leave him.
I'm
Like,
not leaving
have
him.
him tied. And
I'm not
so
leaving.
You can leave him layside because Melancholy's very big.
Put the helmet back on.
How much is each link? You said 25
5.
5 on
20.
one side or 20
There's 5 links, 20
per
20,
necklace, and
yeah.
they're all worth.
Alright.
Gotcha.
Saya, the
You got
bird.
the bling, my friend.
And
Oh,
presumably
all that,
Mute's name.
all those gold coins, they're of a different vintage. They're way older than our.
Did
current.
she say she wanted to be called something?
Some of them look familiar to you.
We don't know. I was there for that.
Not all of them.
Yes.
Bring out some of the ones I have.
Yes,
I don't know
but I
anything.
wasn't there.
The same age.
Neither was I.
One's just look dirty.
So I just call her the Mute.
Familiar.
Or Saya now. Now that I know her name.
Now do a history check.
Me?
Yeah. Having lived in the town for your whole life and thinking really hard about who this mute is, etc., etc., etc.
Not 13.
You know that she's fairly new to the town as far as she hasn't lived here her whole life and she hasn't been here your whole life. You couldn't tell when she got here,
Don't like that.
but it was definitely before the rebellion. But not like I said, not.
Didn't go to school with her, grow up with her.
you didn't grow up with her, etc., etc., etc. She was already
Do I know how long roughly she's been Eula's apprentice?
10 years or so, roughly.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
She's been missing and we never interact. That's a hefty sum of time. 10 years.
Are you sure this dreamkeeper of yours is a trustworthy person?
The Dream Speaker,
Speaker? Yes.
has more trust than this whole party combined. Offense not included, not intended.
Copy that.
Now, you've had interactions with her, but you've never spoken to her in her mind or your mind. You know what I mean? Like, she's been around, but it's not been... When you say you don't know
You can't,
her...
like, place-
Yeah, you don't know her. She's always just been...
Saya.
Yeah, the mute. She's always just been...
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna call
Yeah,
her Saya.
she's always just been there. You know what I mean? She's made you
Around.
tea, she's made you breakfast, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da, because you've gone to, the Dream Speaker's house at various times.
And I hope sentence okay.
But,
Agreed.
yeah.
Okay. I'm suspicious a little bit. A little bit. Not sure. But something seems odd. That the moment we encounter her issue appears. That just... Again, it could be coincidence, but it seems... The timing seems so... close. It hasn't been 24 hours
It's
since we
very
learned
strange.
of her condition.
It's
That's entirely true.
Yes, it is.
It's
Since you've learned from her condition.
yeah.
We all knew she was mute. None of us knew about the bird until 24 hours ago. Did you know?
Yeah, I did. I knew of the bird
How long have you known?
the morning of Stenton's party.
So 2 days ago.
That's why I say
Not a
entirely
long
true.
time ago.
Not in completely.
Sorry, Zook.
accurate.
My apologies. It has been 48 hours since we've known of her condition, and suddenly, I'm just saying, maybe she was born this way, cursed by some other thing, and she's trying to exploit the wildlife. You never know.
It's a good hypothesis,
It's-
and one that we will get to the bottom of.
Let's wreck this in
Later,
the town.
Yeah. So you guys get the tower set up for destruction, as it were. You do your mold earth spells on the walls in various places, pulling out the
What are we doing about the guys?
blocks.
Help!
You know, we're calling his ass back to town. Sorry, continue.
Okay, and the tower begins to fall.
Oh god.
The ground
That's
is
what I'm saying.
shaking. I mean, even some of the bricks fall, you know, and hit and start collapsing in the well because the well's walls are just as.
I already
just
filled
as
in the
big.
well.
Oh, you already did that.
Yeah, I did the rights and then filled in the
that's
well.
Right, that's right. You did do that. So they bounce past that filling, and like the blocks are just shooting in all directions. And you guys are running down, you know, the path going back to the main trail.
Oh god, you know, I hop on melancholy. I hope they're ready at that bridge.
All right, and you had
Well, we're not being chased
Right.
yet.
We're going
and
to
it
be.
basically
might be.
avalanches this
You
little
worry too
hill and blocks
God War
off
provides.
My flaws are
the
parallel.
trail. Blocks off the trail to the north.
Your dragon wings are
Blocked off the trail to the north?
Blocks off the trail to the north.
Fascinating.
So the north is now inaccessible.
Through this route.
Through this route.
this
Of course.
specific route.
Of course, of course.
All right.
And the oh man.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where we're gonna end it with you guys having, you know, taken out yet another Inquisitor, and this one Squire.
I didn't take him out. He's alive, and
Oh,
I have him.
That's right. That's right.
Hog
You did.
time.
You did.
Yeah.
Well, you took his arm off.
Yeah, I took his arm
Took
off.
his arm off, and
been
somebody's
disarmed.
dog ate the other one's leg.
Didn't eat it.
He died.
He got a leg up on him.
You know.
Bit off, whatever. It's not there. Yeah, and that's where we're gonna catch up later.
All right.
All right. So, thank you, fellow dragons, for sticking through it. We'll catch you on the flip side.
See you next
Bye-bye.
episode.
Bye-bye.
Boom.